Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle. Are you obsessed with football like me? Do you know your Senegal from your Switzerland, your Ghana from your Germany, your England from your Ecuador? Put your knowledge to the test against me or any of the others playing DR Sports Prediction Battle this World Cup. Sign up and play by clicking the link. You just have to get the most right to win. Being obsessed with football might actually pay off. Just look at me.
That is absolutely superb.
That is such a great advert.
Brilliant.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first World Cup 2022 watch along. We are here today for Qatar, who take on Ecuador in the very first game. Hi, Matisse.
Hello, how you doing? That was a brilliant ad, I have to say.
That's a great
Incredible ad. Lead judges looking right at home there, just beautiful.
Amazing, absolutely amazing ad. That's really lifted the mood.
I've never actually seen anyone suit an England shirt more than lead judges.
The epitome.
Yeah, lead judges.
The epitome, I like
it.
Pete and Baz. That's what it reminded me of. Immediately it was Pete and Baz. That's what it reminded me of. Jerome Daly. Lead judges look like he's going to start rapping. Yeah,
Love
definitely.
it. Hello, Doyle. Hiya. What an amazing shirt you got on.
Hey, I'm going to stand up so you can all see it. Because I've been waiting to bust this out for the World Cup, and I can finally do it. And I'm sorry, I know they're not in the World Cup. I know.
Yeah, unfortunately,
But also, we're still participating in the fashion sense, lad. Because look at this masterpiece.
Yeah, legendary, legend.
Let me just turn it around for
Give
you guys.
everyone a twirl. Go on.
Look at this.
Beautiful.
On the back there, eh?
That's wonderful.
JJ Okocha. We all remember him, don't we? And love him.
Absolutely, one of our absolute legends.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get this shirt out. I've got so many beautiful ones for you in this watch along, but this is the first one.
Love
first
it.
game
Fantastic.
First game went with the banger.
Best
Love
one.
it.
Superb, superb.
Hi, Ty.
Hello, Abby. How are you?
Hello, I'm okay. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you to DR Sports for inviting me. And let's hope everything goes off well and it's a good World Cup and some of our teams and players win the World Cup and everyone gets their teams, fans and everything there safely and comes back safely.
Oh, love that. That was very,
Nice and wholesome.
you know,
Nice and wholesome.
it's
Wholesome, very wholesome from Ty.
Thank you very much.
You've come wearing Arsenal stuff. Obviously, you know, we're kind of in an international competition.
Yeah, that's right. But then this is, I should actually be wearing more. This is AFTV stuff because the team played today.
Oh, they're Arsenal women.
So,
yeah.
No, not Arsenal women,
No, they
AFTV.
played-
Oh, AFTV actual team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
So
right.
we played together. Yeah, our women played yesterday.
Against Man United, weren't it?
Yeah, and our team played today. And I
Okay.
unfortunately couldn't be here because obviously I'm here. So
Fair enough.
But you're here
that's
today.
what
You're here
supporting.
now.
Absolutely.
Right, before we crack on, just want to let all of you guys know that we are doing the DR Sports prediction battle, the whole campaign.
Yeah.
I've got Qatar for this game. I think they're going to win this one. Who have you got, Matisse?
I've got Ecuador, but it's going to be close because, I mean, I know you're going to go through the statistics, but when I was going through them last night as well, Qatar and Ecuador, I mean, Ecuador have drawn 4 out of their last 5 games. I couldn't believe it when I seen that. 0-0s as well. So hopefully we're going to get some goals, but there is a lot of draws. And this will probably be a draw. Now that we've predicted one each on the other side, it'll probably end up being a draw.
What was your initial prediction?
My initial prediction was Ecuador to win, but I think it could be a draw, considering what the previous results have been for Ecuador recently. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, whether or not you think it's Qatar or Ecuador that's going to win this, or if you think it's a draw, if you can win cash prizes. You can click the link, sign up, and make your picks. There's over £125,000 to win just in the group stages, and you can start from playing as little as £1, which is kind of a bargain.
Loads of money, that.
Yeah.
Loads of money.
Serious bargain.
Buying for £1 and potentially win £125,000.
Wow.
We are playing the same game as you, so you can play against us or you can play with family and friends. You must be 18 or over to play.
There are daily specials and flash games, so stay with us throughout Qatar 2022 and put your World Cup knowledge to the test. If you win big, we want to hear from you. Maybe we'll even get you on the show as well, which will be special because you get to sit with all of us and listen. Ty is always represented, do you know what I mean? So you're going to get to argue in person. Basically, click the link in the description or scan the QR code to play as well.
Love that.
You're too kind, Matisse.
Okay, so yeah, actually, as we said, we'll be reminding you throughout the game to go ahead and make sure that you join the prediction battle. But as we start, huge moment. Qatar World Cup is finally here. We've been talking about it for, I don't know, what, the last like 10 years, this interesting World Cup. We're finally at this point where it's all about to kick off. Are you excited?
I'm getting there now. I think what we need to do is see kickoff. I think the first goal is crucial as well. Fans make this. Remember the goal for South Africa?
Yeah.
Just the whole wave of, the whole crowd, the wave of people going absolutely ballistic. That's what really brought it to another level. So for me, I just need to see that. I need to see the crowd losing their minds. I need to see goals. Like I said, I don't want to see a 0-0 draw in this game. That would be a terrible way to start the competition. And I think as we get into it, and then obviously then the stakes get higher, that gold trophy there, it always means a lot. You only see it every 4 years. Let's keep it that way, okay? I see a lot of people saying, especially Wenger as well, this is one thing you got to disagree with Wenger. Listen, Arsenal, he's always like, oh, maybe we should make it every 2 years. No, that gold trophy there every 4 years, I love to see it. But rarely, and it's wonderful. So once we get to as the competition goes on, I think it's going to get more exciting.
Okay, Doyle, what do you want to see from this World Cup?
Well, I guess just good football. We've been treated in every World Cup that we've watched in the last 10 years with some fantastic games. Name one, Netherlands v Spain. We all remember that with the Flying Dutchman. The World Cup just brings about an energy that you don't necessarily get from your domestic leagues. So that's why we all love it. Yeah. You'd have people that don't even follow football starting to follow football during the World Cup because it just brings that collective energy, collaboration.
Inclusivity, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it makes everyone kind of any major tournament always makes people get involved.
Like your mum wants to watch it with you, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Your mum wants to sit down. And actually, do you know what? Like, I'm actually looking forward to the World Cup in a different kind of way this season, right? So we always have it in the summer and we're all getting drunk and we have loads of bevies and we're outside in the gardens and whatever else. But I'm actually going to enjoy sitting in my house with 3 games and cups of teas, just watching football all day. That's actually going to be enjoyable for me. I will love that, I actually will. Don't necessarily need to go and get drunk to watch every single game. Now I can actually look at them and enjoy them, you know what I mean, without being a little bit drunk. So
you might remember what happened.
Yeah, for me, what I'm looking for from this cups of tea is good from this World Cup is good cups of tea and good football games.
But that is weird, isn't it? That this is like a totally different World Cup. It's probably never ever going to happen again. For the foreseeable future anyway. That it would be a Christmassy winter World Cup.
Yeah.
It does kind of change, I think, the energy of the tournament, wouldn't you say, Ty?
It does.
You've seen teams literally have like 10 days to 2 weeks since finishing the domestic games. Yeah. And it kind of doesn't have the same build-up as it would have during the summer.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's unprecedented. And I was watching the fantastic show that you, Robbie, and Matisse do. I think it's the weekend roundup, and you were saying that, which you are right. I'm not disagreeing about. They shouldn't have a World Cup in the season. But the thing is, because it's Qatar, this is their winter season. It would have been too hot to play in the summer. So this is the only time they can play. So yeah, it's unprecedented, isn't it? Nobody knows what effect it's going to have on the Premier League and other Europes abroad. Nobody knows.
Mad few years for football.
But it's interesting. Yeah. Exactly. But it's interesting in new. Yep. And new. But what I would like to see for this World Cup is just unity. There's nothing like a football World Cup to bring everyone together. And I say that from personal experience. And in fact, I was lucky enough to go in 1998. And as incredible as my football experiences with Arsenal, under 21s, with our men, with our women, it was the best football experience of my life because you saw all the fans together. It was just incredible. Yeah. So hopefully this World Cup do that.
There's like a jubilous energy around World Cups, isn't there?
There is. Even like the Euros. Think about how incredible the country was when we had the Euros here.
Absolutely.
18
the vibe.
Months ago. It was absolutely amazing how the way it brought the whole country together, wasn't it? And
it was.
It's like everyone's on a high.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Spark and joy, and that's what it's all about.
Spark and joy, I like it.
And also, like, if I play Chelsea, I'm a rival that day, you know what I mean? But if I play a national team, I'm okay. Like, there's no bitterness, there's no harboured energy or anything like that. It's just let's go and have a good game of footy and watch the best players from each country play each other. This is going to be boss.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't want to see any more injuries as well.
Yeah,
well, absolutely.
Benzema.
Exactly.
What a shame.
Benzema, no Benzema in the World Cup, no Pogba, no Kante, no Nkunku for France. So lots of us might have thought
no Sadio Mane.
No Mane. There's a lot of injuries. So something we're going to be talking about definitely for the next few weeks. We've got a super chat from Kelechi who says, "What are your guys' favourite World Cup and why?"
Favourite World Cup
that I've seen. Good question.
I did love the one in South Africa.
2010?
Yeah. I feel like that was special.
The ball was more wiggly in that as well.
It was amazing.
It was just special. I think that was a special one. But yeah, I think that's probably top for me. Brazil was good. Yeah. Brazil was always good. Yeah. Felt like the home of football a little bit.
Wasn't that good for England though, was it?
No, I mean that's fine.
No. I mean, not anything that good for England.
Yeah, I mean, if we're riding on it being good for England, then we have to go back to 1966, and I wasn't here for that. So yeah,
none of us was.
Were you not here in '96?
No. 4 years later.
21.
20 to be fair.
You're kind. You're kind, no. 4 years later.
What's your favourite World Cup?
So, if we're going on England performances, it's got to be 2018, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We've done really well. It was the best I've ever seen England do in my lifetime. I was shocked. We've seen players like Harry Maguire look like good footballers, you know what I mean? But in the memory of football, I think 2014, that when, like I was talking about the Netherlands and Spain game, some of the football played in that World Cup was just incredible. It was off to a lightning start as well. It wasn't one of them slow burners.
Yeah.
It went mad. The Brazil one was pretty cool as well, and no disrespect to Brazil, but just having that shock result where Germany beat them 7-2.
Yes.
That was
7-1.
quite, everyone was just like, what?
Unfortunately, it was
What is going
7-1. unfortunately.
7-1,
yeah.
So, you know, there's a few, but I'd say 214, I loved that one. It was just exciting, super exciting football in that one. I loved it.
What was yours, Ty?
Well, I've got to agree with Doyle and Matisse. For 2014, that Brazil World Cup was so good that I actually knew the Brazil anthem off by heart. Yeah. Because they kept on singing it. It was brilliant. I watched everything about it. It was absolutely unbelievable. So that was brilliant. For England, I'll go along with what you said.
Yeah.
For Nigeria, I'd have to say 98 and 94. Probably the best one for me was 98 because I actually went and it was unbelievable. The French fans sort of adopted us and they kept on saying Nigeria. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely incredible. And if I can digress, there was a funny story about that. We played Spain in Nantes and we got there about 5 o'clock in the morning. We were actually knackered. And some of the arrogant Spain fans, when they saw us in the coach, said, "We're going to beat you 5-0." Obviously, we beat them 3-2, and that's how it goes.
That's how the story
You know, because we in all our friendlies, we got absolutely battered. We got battered. I even went to the Amsterdam Arena, which was amazing. We got battered 5-0 by Holland. We lost all our friendlies, so we were underdogs, and we beat Spain with Sunday Elise scoring a screamer. But one thing I did have to say though, in the ground, it was about 90% neutrals. And 10% us and Spain fans.
Yeah. That's the World Cup.
Can you imagine?
That's
The World Cup.
Everyone just
Can you
wants
People just wants to go to any game, yeah,
Brilliant.
100%.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, but it was brilliant.
And that's what's good about the World Cup. Everyone wants to go and see everyone. Like, as much as you want to watch your own team, you don't mind going and watching
That's good. That's good.
other teams that you've got no affiliation with.
Yeah.
But you just want to go and watch an amazing game of football.
Yeah.
Also, another super chat from Shred TH, big up to you, who said,
big up.
"What's Ty's pick for the World Cup? England versus Brazil final?"
Well, I hope England get there. I don't know if England will, but possibly. But my pick for the World Cup is you can't go. I personally can't go see anything further than Brazil.
Same.
I think if they click that, because Brazil have just got layers and layers and layers.
It's just the fullbacks
and layers of players.
That's the only issue.
Okay.
Sandro, they got Sandro.
They do.
Is he still Emilio as well?
Yeah.
And they're both playing in the same team together in Juventus. They're good footballers.
Is Alexander still at the peak of his powers?
No, but when
Just
you've got
dropping
Thiago Silva and you've got Marquinhos in the middle, probably can elevate his game, and he's playing for his home nation. I reckon that type of environment brings the best out of some players sometimes. I really do.
Because that's the only part of the team. The rest of the team.
Fred is there because for Brazil, he's boss with Casemiro, and that's just the
Casemiro,
way it is. That's the way it is, lad.
Yeah. That's actually another song. Well done, though. The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby and The Range.
We're watching the game now, right? And there's something I'm actually liking from when we're watching it. Do you know when you see La Liga and you have like that portrait mode, cinematic mode, where it's not like it's all dulled out in the background? They're doing that in the World Cup, and I really enjoy it.
Would you like that in the Premier League?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it makes football.
It makes it look a lot more, like you said, cinematic.
Yeah. I love it.
Like you're watching some sort of film.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Premier League deserves. I feel we deserve.
Back in the day, 15 years ago, I seen Gerrard walking down the line, I'd have to go and take a call.
Staring into his face.
I'd be like, oh my God.
And then it kind of just pans out into the sky. Yeah, man, why not? 100%.
You guys in the chat, make sure you send us in your predictions for this game, what you think is going to happen. As well, if you want to send us in what your favourite World Cups was, your favourite moments, please get involved with us. We'll be happy to read them out and interact. It's all very exciting. I just wanted to run through something. This is obviously the first game that's going to kick us off. Going back to 2002, just going to give you some results for the first games. France lost 1-0 to Senegal.
Oh, that Papa Bouba Diop scored, God rest his soul.
After winning that.
Germany beat Costa Rica 4-2 in 2006.
Yes.
South Africa drew 1-0 with Mexico in 2010.
Yes.
Brazil beat Croatia 3-1. Russia in 2018 beat Saudi Arabia 5-0. So I wanted to get all of your predictions for what we think today's scoreline is going to be.
I have Ecuador in the DR Sports prediction
Don't
battle.
forget to sign up, guys.
Make sure you sign up. But like I said with Qatar, they're not to be slept on. Obviously, a lot of people are saying,
I like that.
if Qatar win, we've got to take a look at things. But they've drawn against Chile. They've drawn against Jamaica.
Yes,
They've
yeah.
actually picked up results.
Yeah.
And they're very well organised. And Ecuador are not exactly sweeping teams. Last time I checked on them, they were drawing 0-0. 4 out of the last 5 games.
Right.
They struggle to score, but they don't concede.
Yeah.
And my player to watch for this one was Casado, obviously from Brighton, because he takes their penalties and he's probably their best player. And he's exciting. Passes and all these things. So he's going to be crucial. But I do feel like this probably got a draw written all over it, to be honest.
Yeah, it just seems like, doesn't it? But at the same time, I think what you said about bringing the energy into the stadium, and there's going to be a home nation there, and at the first game of the World Cup does create an electric environment. So I do feel like that'll have some part to play in it. And I feel like it's going to get Qatar over the line today. And I don't want to say that, right? The reason why I don't want to say that is Ecuador are my team in a sweepstake.
Oh, is it?
I want to win that one. I want to win.
They're actually your team?
Yeah, they're my team.
Mad, I can't remember pulling it out.
I need them to win. But I just feel like Qatar are going to have that overwhelming home support. Also, remember that stat that I told you before the stream?
Yeah.
Qatar have never lost in this stadium.
Yes.
Ever. I mean, they only played 4 games.
Only 4 games.
Only 4 games in it, but they haven't lost in it, lad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First World Cup game in here. I'm sure they're going to be so excited for this.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
Both teams will feel like they can get out of this group as well.
Yeah.
Senegal, obviously, with the injury to Sadio Mane, that's weakened them going forward massively. And Holland, I mean, Holland have got a good team. However, I think firepower-wise, outside of Depay, maybe Gakpo, not too much else there. I don't know. I feel like Holland, they're definitely the favourites, but you could get at them. Their defence is very good.
They might dark horses in this competition.
Dark horses to go far.
Yeah.
So I think it's an exciting group, I think, in terms of you don't know who's going to really go through.
Yeah, I think it's that kind of second spot, obviously Mane being out as well, it kind of opens up that second spot. It doesn't really just rule them as finishing second, so it is wide open. We are about to kick off. Let's have a little look through what you guys are saying in the chat. McLovin says Qatar wins 2-1.
I agree.
Virain says saw World Cup 2010 live in South Africa and it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Oshki says Qatar 2, Ecuador 0. Not many people going for Ecuador on this.
No.
DMYG said 3-1 Ecuador. Lewis Brown said 5-3 Qatar. Wow, lots of goals.
Oh, gosh.
Lots of goals
I would love
predicted
that.
in
That'd
this
be amazing.
game.
Doing the lineup
Lots
now.
and lots, and yeah, I'm just going to get the lineup for you guys to deliver out for
5
you.
at the back for Qatar.
Let's see what else you guys are saying. I think you guys are very excited. We've got a super chat from Tina who said, how far do you guys think Denmark will go? And what do you guys think about Christian Eriksen? What do you think he'll do in the World Cup?
That's a good question.
It is. They played well against us last in the Euros, didn't they? They've got some really good footballers. Like you've seen it when you were watching Brentford. They have harboured a lot of Danish players.
Yeah.
And you've got Schmeichel in goal, who's a fantastic goalkeeper, fantastic leader. I think they can go definitely go.
He's
far.
been messing around in Nice though. Is he hopefully back to his best? Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, and again, when people play for the home nations, all of a sudden
Step up.
Yeah. I just feel like it's going to be difficult for anyone to get past these South American teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the reason why I think that is, not only are they incredible footballers with layers and layers of talent and depth in the squad, but they're also used to playing in this type of heat.
Yes,
all of them.
exactly.
This is the same for them as it is for Qatar. It might have some differences in degrees, but they're used to playing in hot climates. So they're going to be able to go far in this competition. And these European teams, I think, if you watch on social media, you've definitely seen that clip of the England team going up to that ice chiller, and they're all standing there like, finished. And that's after a training session, lad. So we're going to have to heavily rely on substitutes, and I think a lot of the European teams are, whereas the South American teams, they're just going to be able to fly through this. Yeah, I really believe that. Can't see past them. I just can't see past them.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the lineups. I'm going to try and deliver some of these names as best as I possibly can. For Qatar, who are going with a 3-4-3 formation, in goal they have Al Sheeb. Then at the back, Al Rawi, Kuki, Al Haj, Carvalho, Boudiaf, Mohamed Abdullah, Ahmed, Al-Haydos, Abdullah and Afif. And then moving on to Ecuador, they've gone for a 4-4-2. They've got Galindez in goal, Preciado, Torres, Hinsapi, Ustapinan, who's from Brighton.
Good player.
Plata, Mendes, Casiado, also of Brighton. Ibarra, Enner Valencia, formerly of
West Ham.
was West
West
Ham,
Ham.
and Everton. And Estrada as well. So just there we go,
well done, Abby.
having a look.
Ibarra.
Hopefully I didn't butcher those names.
No, you didn't. You
really
didn't.
well there. Actually, you
You've
did.
done really well.
Thanks, guys.
Brilliant job.
Ibarra, where's
Very good,
Ibarra?
good.
What team's he playing? I've heard that name Ibarra a lot.
Yeah, I have heard that as well.
Not sure.
But
I can't remember. Has he been in the
me.
Prem? Can you let us know in the comments? Ibarra, I've definitely seen him. I don't know.
Charlie Norman
Kevin
says
James,
2-0 to Ecuador.
Well,
Level
just off
Earth said 10-8 Qatar.
No.
10-8.
10-8 Qatar.
Wow, that'd
I'll
be
tell you what, I'd be
unbelievable.
here for it because I think
Yeah,
most
maybe,
of us are
yeah.
I've never heard anybody predict 10-8
We've
ever.
kind
Why?
of said this might be a close type of game. Mansour said time to test out Wenger semi-automated offside tech.
Wow, okay. That's going to be interesting,
That-
I mean,
that'll be interesting.
We've had a lot of technology in football that hasn't always been up to scratch.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
looking
kicked
forward
off.
to it.
Oh, it's off.
Kicked off now.
Yes!
We are off. World Cup 2022 in Qatar. We have
Obviously, they've
begun.
got the VAR as well.
Is this the first World Cup with VAR?
It must
Possibly.
have been.
I think it is, you know.
No,
Did they have
last
it in
one.
Oh, that was last one.
2018,
They had it in
yeah.
Russia, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is Russia the first one?
It might have been,
I
yeah.
think it might be.
I think
Oh,
you're
right.
right because obviously they had it in the Euros, so I assume they probably
Do we
did
think
have it.
the officiating of the World Cup is going to follow the standards of the Premier League, or do we think it's going to be any better?
Better.
I'd like to think
Better.
it'd be better.
I'm hoping Champions League standards minimum.
I agree. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
from a pool of the best referees from every country,
Yeah.
surely that means the standard is going to be
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah, I think so.
Any English refs?
Anthony Taylor out? I don't
might say
know.
yeah.
Is it
I don't know.
Michael Oliver? I believe it's Michael Oliver.
Michael
I believe
Oliver,
it's Michael
okay.
Oliver. I could be wrong.
Right.
He does Champions League games and all sorts.
Yeah.
Michael Oliver, doesn't he? So fair
I
play.
don't really hear too much controversy with him, usually.
I used to,
Usually.
but I think as he was a young referee,
Yeah.
wasn't he? And as he's gone on, he's got better and better.
Yeah.
Anthony Taylor's definitely one of the ones I usually hear.
Yeah, a lot. I know as a Chelsea fan, I know.
a lot. A lot.
Right, so Qatar and Ecuador, I've got a good stat for you. They have met 3 times previously. All matches have taken place in Qatar. And their head-to-head record is very, very balanced. They've got a win each and a draw.
Yeah.
Last time they saw each other, Qatar won 4-3 in a friendly in October 2018.
4-3.
Oh, is it?
Wow, what a game that sounded like. This is spicy already, Pat. Are we watching the tackles flying in here?
Flying
Someone's
in.
already gone in. Someone's already gone in. They're going to be
On smoke.
Casado. Yeah, they're going to be on smoke, but they're going to be on Casado a lot, I can tell already. I think he's the one on the ground.
He's the one to watch.
Excitement already. This is what playing for your country is like. People want to get stuck in, lad. They don't get. They have no respect, and they just want to get the ball, lad. I love it.
Well, it's, setting the tempo,
Yeah.
saying this is what we're about. We're the home
number 23.
nation.
Yeah, get stuck in.
Boo says Ecuador 3-1. Juice World says Ibarra plays for Pachua in
Yeah, I got it mixed up.
Mexico.
I actually got it mixed up with
right.
a Spanish football player, Vincent Ibarra. So my bad. My bad.
Liverpool Anfield Legendary says Ecuador 4, Qatar 0.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, but yeah, we are off to a lively start in this game.
Very lively.
Who are you most looking forward to watching? Like excited about?
I like Netherlands. I do. I like them.
Really?
Yeah.
Brazil, Argentina.
Of course, I want to see
Uruguay.
Argentina. But me
England.
me sweetheart, the main man, Virgil's at his first World Cup. I want to see him.
Virgil.
That's insane that it's his first one.
It is insane.
Whoa!
There you go! Enner Valencia!
Hey, this is my team in a sweet.
Come on, you hammers! There you go! Come on. That's the one. 1-0 already.
minutes.
The goalkeeper was moving mad. He was like, you know when you see those cats trying to reach the top shelf?
Yeah.
Bro,
Just
that's
swatting
what
at
he
it,
was
lad.
on. Yeah, it was,
love it.
it was insane. A lovely celebration
2
as well.
minutes in, and we have got our first World Cup
Cup
goal
goal.
already. Ecuador,
Wow.
Enner Valencia. You'll remember it forever.
Yeah.
We'll have another look at that goal.
I was bigging up Qatar like this could be a tight game, but I mean, so far
1-0.
this is perfect for the sweet
2
state. This
minutes
is
in.
perfect for
But this is
you,
what you want.
for
Yeah, it's
you,
great for
and for
me.
the prediction battle for me. So I'm happy.
Come on,
Keeper's doing
Ecuador.
an
Great
absolute
start.
madness. What are you doing?
Bro, that is,
What an assist,
Nice
eh?
ball
What
across.
Yeah, what an
It was
assist.
great.
I hope if it was a cross, it was that Esper.
all the goalkeepers having a howl on
Yeah, it
that.
was him.
Oh, look at that ball.
That is a great assist. That's something you do on FIFA. You know when you press L1 by accident.
Yeah, it just does a big mad kick. Good goal.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yo.
Everyone's pretty excited about that goal in the chats.
The first goal of the World Cup, wonderful.
First goal.
It feels like it always comes in the first 10 minutes, the first goal, lad. Do you remember the Brazil one? And Marcelo scored an own goal in the first 10 minutes.
Do you think it's like about the excitement and like the...
Everyone's like,
that
Do you remember
adrenaline
the
rush?
was it Ronaldo? I can't remember. Ronaldo versus Spain, the hat trick.
Yeah.
Was that in the World Cup or the Euros? I can't remember.
it might, I don't know, Euros.
Was it Euros?
Yeah,
I think it was
Euros.
yeah,
And he scored the free kick.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So this is, of course... Oh, has it gone to VAR?
Oh,
They're
it's
doing a
gone
VAR
to
check?
VAR. What? No, don't do this, man.
What would they give the VAR
Come on,
for what?
guys. Don't do VAR for what?
Yeah, I'm thinking, for what?
It's not a foul on the goalkeeper.
It's not a foul.
Offside when he played the cross, potentially? Surely it
Nah,
can't
not-
be.
You know,
It
there's
looked
about
on
12
side to
players
me.
on the line. I mean,
Looked
you've
on
only got
side to
11,
me.
but there was a lot.
See, this is the problem with VAR.
Yeah, it
This is
takes
the
all the
problem.
joy out of it, doesn't it?
Takes all the spontaneity out, takes all the excitement.
It is sad when you see players not celebrating goals because they're
Yeah.
terrified.
They celebrated, so at least they yeah.
Oh,
giving it?
no,
Is he giving
taking
it?
He's giving it.
It's going goal. Okay, cool.
He's giving it.
Because if he didn't, yeah, people would have been already been
Oh,
typing away.
Yeah.
He has given it. But anyway, so of course this is Qatar's first World Cup.
Oh, he's no goal. He's given offside.
What?
What for what?
No, I need to watch the replay of that.
Oh, I can't believe
Show us
this.
that he played dead quick.
This is ridiculous. Who's
Let's have a
offside?
look and see.
He's not offside.
He's
Look, he's played him
literally-
on.
Wait, it can't be that one. Let's wait.
can't be that one.
Can't be that
Can't
one.
be that.
Okay, so where?
Where's the offside?
There's no offside. No.
Oh my God.
He's not offside. That's ridiculous.
Are you
No.
no,
This is unbelievable.
don't play with this.
No, that's not offside.
Are you serious?
No.
Where's the offside, guys?
No.
Hey.
No. I'm sorry. That's not offside.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking.
I think we all know what
Where's the
we're
offside?
thinking.
Where's the offside? Doyle.
Did the referee go, hey, cancel the game?
Doyle,
Start again, lads.
did the rules of football change while we were
Do
away?
you know
I
why?
think so.
It's because they're the host.
Bro,
That's why.
seriously though, where's the offside?
I can't believe this.
You have to make it at least a little bit.
Oh,
You have to make it a little bit believable. Where's the offside? You have to make it a bit believable now. Come on.
How
This
can
is
that be
is this
offside?
football or is it different sport we're playing?
Terrible.
Is this a different sport?
What?
I think so. I think it is.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it must be.
genuinely
It has
offended.
to be, lad, yeah.
I mean, so that's not offside.
I'm
That is
genuinely triggered.
shocking.
I'm offended already.
That's shocking. I can't believe
I
that.
can smell
He
something.
was so onside. Like it wasn't even close. There was what?
Just
what?
have- I mean, I'm just gonna
Change
have a
the
look
score.
and see
Abby, do
what-
something. Have you got
they
a connection to
can't do
the?
nothing.
Hey, OBS production, change it to 1-0. What's going on?
I don't know.
This is
This
outrage.
is
I'm just
mad,
going to have a look and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Just to,
Lord.
just
I
for
can't-
us
Nah, this
to
is
Wow.
catch our breath.
Wow.
Just for us to catch our breath for 30
This is a
seconds.
joke, bro.
I can't believe
unbelievable.
that. What
Doyle,
I've
this
seen,
is-
lad. I've got no way. How much do I talk?
Bro.
How much do I talk, lad?
They should have said a foul on the goalkeeper. It would have been
Okay.
better.
I was supposed to say, it
Foul on
can
the
only be
goalkeeper.
a mistake
Yeah.
of them putting it at the bottom.
Yes.
Just putting offside when it should have been a foul. It
Foul
has
for
to
the
be that,
goalkeeper, yes.
Because I'm trying to find
You
some
have
You
to.
know what would
happiness.
be even funnier if Ecuador score again and they rule it out again?
Nah,
and
it won't be
No,
funny.
it would be even funnier if Qatar scored an offside goal and it's not giving us offside.
Right. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I'm
my
genuinely
goodness.
flabbergasted by
It
it.
is.
I would like to
It's
know what
shocking.
the
Well,
comments say.
as we were saying, VAR, obviously, we
No.
were saying it could be better in
No.
this competition,
No,
but
that-
whoever's officiating.
No, that one there, Abby, is a disgrace. Like,
That is
genuinely,
offside, though. I don't
that's the worst VAR decision of the year. Already.
That's
Done.
potentially of all time.
Already.
Of all time.
Over.
Of all time. All right, let's have a look and see what you guys in the chat are saying, just so we can catch our breath here for a second.
I can't believe
don't
it.
even know what to
genuinely, I can't believe it. That was right there in our faces. They were like, no goal.
Oh, we just witnessed it.
in the flesh.
I feel like someone just robbed me.
Neon Boom, Neon Boom says corruption! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Jordan Thomas says rigged. Young Cow says smells of corruption. Mansour said it is offside.
Where?
Not entirely sure where you're looking at it, but show us your angle, show us your
Yeah, someone
lines.
send a picture in. Can you do that
Yeah,
in comments?
please, if someone can do us
something
a
like-
graph if you thought that was offside.
Make this better.
To
Make
make us
this
see something
better.
differently. Mario said, how on earth was that offside? Ibrahim said, Ecuador is not winning this game. Qatar secured the bag 10 years ago. Everyone saying, how is this offside?
That's unbelievable.
I can't believe
that's
what
shocking.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
It's
I-
been watched back frame by
I
frame, not
don't
even close to
understand.
being offside.
Yeah.
Mansour, Super Chat, said defender was the last man, which meant the goalkeeper was the last defender. Similar instant in the Prem.
When?
We're going to check that with our in-house analysis.
That actually could be the
production team get like a snapshot of it to send on a screen.
We're going to see that.
Still.
Kalechi in the super chat said #brown envelopes.
Oh no, we should have laughed.
That goalkeeper thing is the only way.
It's the only way it could be. Martin said, I hate VAR, don't understand the reason for disallowing the goal. Adrian again, so corrupt. Lots of people not happy about that decision. Kossi said, it's a Harry Kane versus Chelsea off situation.
This is, I've not...
Harry Kane versus Chelsea. What do you mean?
I already need it right now.
What the 2-2?
It wasn't offside.
No, I'm just wondering what he's saying. What is he saying?
We can talk about the hair pull on Cucurella, yeah.
Yeah, that was a foul. That should have been a red card.
But again, that was a clear and obvious. This isn't clear and...
I can't believe this.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm literally, I don't shut up. I talk so much, and
there's nothing wrong with that.
You're gobsmacked. Turkey in the super chat said if the player is behind the keeper, it's offside. That's the rule.
No, he's not.
I need to see it then, so I can feel better.
He's not behind the goalkeeper though.
London Nomad in the super chat said, "My brother is Christ. My brother in Christ or in Allah. If you're going to cheat, please don't make it that obvious." Lots of people not happy about that decision. Let's see if Ecuador score again and what might happen if they do.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, goodness me.
It's like when you play...
I was starting to think I don't know the rules.
Exactly. It's like when you play footy with the kid who owns the footy, lad, and you score against him and he goes, doesn't count,
no, it
lad.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count, lad.
Doesn't count.
It was a practice shot.
I feel like someone walked up to me, took my lunch money, showed it to me, and then walked away.
And then bought lunch in front of you,
and then ate the food in front of me.
And this is nice dish, you know.
Yeah.
What?
All right, come on, Ecuador. Let's see what's going on. I feel there's been a real injustice here for Ecuador.
Absolutely.
So I might even change my prediction of a Qatar.
That's like some I show speed kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's just no offside.
Yeah.
Leavenworth said they only showed one replay.
Yeah, that's fair. They only showed one angle, so let's
see the angles. Obviously, our team are working on it in here to let us know what's going on. I think I've never heard Matisse so quiet. That's for sure.
Wow. Yeah, I just can't believe it.
Matisse is shocked.
I'm just questioning the rules. I'm going through the rules.
Analytical brain, lad. Yeah, it's going.
Do I understand the rule of football?
Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do, Matisse.
Fraser says, guys, it's happened to Arsenal before. Normally when the goalie comes out and anyone behind him who touches the ball is offside.
But none of the players were behind the goalkeeper, that's the
Exactly.
point.
It has happened to us before. A million times, so it's nothing new, but I'm still surprised.
I need to see Ecuador score again. That's what I need to see.
M says Qatar are going to win the World Cup.
I know, yeah, at this rate, they might, you know what I'm saying?
Mad.
Well, I don't know, maybe on FIFA, but
Wow.
I don't think they're going to win the World Cup.
It's been a very exciting 11 minutes. We've had a goal.
I look forward to seeing what the punditry, half-time punditry have to say.
But from what I can see from people who are watching it at home, they are saying that was an absolutely mental decision. But as we said, we've only seen one angle.
Our production team are trying to get it for us now, and I think they're struggling to find a good angle for us.
Yeah. It's getting told off now as well. Getting told off.
Send him off.
Send him off.
Send off Casado. Casado is sent off.
Right, let's see Ecuador. Come on.
Ooh.
I feel like we need justice.
Goalkeeper got away with it there anyway because the way he was.
It just
the way he came out.
There needs to be I need to know.
I need to know.
Oh my God. I'm starting to think I don't understand football. But anyway.
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of it one way or the other. Qatar are taking part in their first ever World Cup. Of course, they are hosting the tournament as well. They're the first nation from the Arab world to host the tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to want to be winning this game, hopefully qualifying through.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll be how South Africa were in 2010 and not actually qualifying out of that group into
unfortunately.
the round of 16.
Yeah.
I was going to ask this question on a kind of a unbiased thing, but do we think that Qatar are going to get through this group?
More than you can believe.
More than you can believe.
They're going to get through.
I hope so.
Kept seeing decisions like that, they'll top it.
Well, if they have decisions like that, yes.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Well, then show me the actual footage of the game. Like, okay, that says it's offside.
That says it's offside.
Yeah, but that's just one still.
If we could see that in real time.
Exactly, but you can't see it in real time.
That was a still.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
also, it still looked like there was another player next to him.
Bro, I'm so confused.
I figured it out.
I'm so...
VAR, phenomenal decision, unreal.
One of the best decisions.
We're not saying that, it's incredibly controversial.
Okay,
Really?
what is the analysis from the back
What we
room?
think we spotted, sorry people won't be able to hear this, what we think we spotted, and I'm not defending it, just what we think.
Yeah.
The ball's gone long, and when they when the keeper's gone for it, there are two people, two Ecuador players. One wins the header, but then the other one who doesn't win the header and then ends up crossing it into the box, immediately, that was the next touch after the header. His foot is behind the keeper and offside.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, for anyone who didn't hear that, just give them a brief summary of what James, whoever couldn't hear. Thank you very much.
A long ball.
Thank you, James.
We don't know.
So
We're
this
just
is
guessing.
what we're thinking. The long ball over the top was met with a header by a player that was not offside, but then knocked down to a player who then crossed it in, who was offside, and that's how it's come about the decision.
Well, great, James. That's from James.
I would still like to see another. Here we go!
Oh,
Here we
well.
go! Here we go! Oh! That's a pen! That's a pen!
He's
Giving the pen! That's a pen, yeah. Okay. I was about to say that.
Alright, football's back.
Football back.
Football's back! Resume!
Football's back.
Hold on, he could
If
get
he's
something
given
in
the
his
yellow-
ears and go to the monitor.
Well, the interesting thing is, should he have given him a red then?
Oh my.
No.
That's the interesting thing.
No.
Wow.
I think a bit of leniency.
That actually makes sense.
I think a bit of leniency on
I don't know,
this type of
let's
stuff.
have a look.
It's definitely a pen. It's
And it's Enner Valencia
I knew,
again.
I knew
Give
that.
his shins a
That's
little
why I was
tickle.
sitting there. So I knew there had to be something.
Yeah,
there had to be a
that
reason
can't
because
be
what we
that,
watched was too blatant.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, okay.
There is a
That
question that Level Earth has mentioned and said, why didn't the ref go and check the screen for that?
Absolutely.
But then
that's
it
a good
doesn't.
choice.
This is the thing, right? They
To
don't
be fair-
always go and check offsides.
Offside is
Yeah.
Offside you don't
It's
have
very
to.
rare that you see a referee.
It's Brexit.
Okay.
By the way, it was Kane who spotted it.
Well
Oh,
done,
well done,
Kane.
Kane.
Great
That's a
spot
brilliant.
by
That's a
Kane.
brilliant.
Superb.
decision.
Got
Fair play.
Kane in Stockley Park.
But then it feels like a little bit of justice has been restored right now with.
Yeah.
with
Well,
the
assuming
penalty
they
as well.
score, assuming they score.
If they score,
But we
like-
just know that it's
Would that be given in the Premier League?
Yes.
Is that a great
We've seen it the other
decision
day.
or is that a poor decision?
It's
Which
a good
one?
decision.
Which one?
It's a good.
as in the VAR decision.
Oh.
Is that like
Oh,
an
that's a-
incredible?
No, we take it back. I think it's a brilliant
It's a
decision.
brilliant decision.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be brave enough to do it in the Premier
I
League.
don't think they would have seen it in the
It's a
Premier.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
a
because we didn't see it.
superb-
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
I didn't see it.
Well,
So I have
as
to
he
give
said,
them.
they just wouldn't have seen
They
it,
wouldn't
man.
have seen it. I didn't see
They
it.
wouldn't have.
Do it as
They
well.
wouldn't.
So, here we go.
Go on.
1-0.
Yes, go on.
That was such a coolly
That's
taken
him.
penalty, lad.
Enner Valencia.
How cool was he then, lad?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ice cold. Ice
Yeah,
cold.
brilliant.
Usually Casado takes the penalties, but Enner Valencia is on the pitch, so he's taking it.
it's been 15 minutes
Wow.
and it's been a very controversial 15 minutes.
It's been
You know
superb.
what? I'm enjoying it.
Welcome to the World Cup, guys.
Wow.
15
And
minutes.
They get to do the
Welcome,
celebration
Exactly.
for the second
Welcome.
time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Same
Welcome,
celebration
welcome,
they've
thank
done.
Offside goal.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant.
Offside, loads of mad tackles. Offside goal. Penalty and another goal. Great.
Great.
World
This is what we
Cup.
want. This is what we want. Okay, well, we will leave it up to interpretive decision if you did think it was offside, but we have obviously found the, I guess, reason it was deemed offside.
To be
And
fair,
if so,
it looks concrete. It looks good.
if that's the case, then so be it.
I'm happy with that now. I can sleep.
You can sleep at
And the
night.
thing is, right, they're going to have to be very careful with decisions anyway, because there's a lot of media around this World Cup,
Yes.
and they're going to be paying a special attention to these type of things.
Yes.
So they have to get it spot on, and they're not always going to do, because they're human beings. But if that is right, hands up.
From what I saw, from what I've seen now with the earpiece and the data from behind,
It's gonna
the
get
scenes,
scrutinised anyway.
It sounds good.
Yeah, if
Sounds
Arcane
good.
can find it, lad, I'm sure. I'm sure
Well,
the
listen.
referees are going to find it as
Yeah.
well. You know.
Major Bricks in the super chat said first tournament with offsides with technology. Therefore, if it's offsides, the refs get an alert on the watch, like goal line
Okay.
technology.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Dude,
Yeah,
wow.
Well, I'm just. What I would say is that I hope.
Oh, that's good football.
I hope VAR at Stockley Park is watching, because that's a fantastic
notes.
decision. Exactly, and I hope that they can emulate that when the Premier League comes back.
Obviously we can't show it on screen, but you may as well pass that around between you.
And just to have another look.
Thank you, James.
See what we're talking
So is everyone happy now? If you're happy with that decision in the chat, if you've managed
I feel
to
a bit
see that,
better
let us
about
I
it.
know.
thought the
Yes,
beautiful
yes,
game
yes.
had been stolen
Yes,
from
yes,
me,
yes.
but
Yeah,
I'm feeling better now.
Feeling
It's
better
being
about
revived.
For sure.
It's being revived.
Feeling
Yeah.
better about it. Well, we're off to a flying start.
Yes.
Right, so the rule is, just so we can clarify, the rule is, once the keeper comes out, he is the last man, right? If it's based on that, it's offside.
Yeah.
It's offside.
Fair
The
enough.
defender that
Yeah.
effectively becomes the keeper.
Yeah, it's offside.
Yes.
It
Fair
definitely
enough.
is. So
That's fair
great
enough.
decision by the referee.
Brilliant decision.
Absolutely sorry, we came at it with the
Exactly.
It
wrong
wasn't the
attitude.
We take it
referee,
back.
it was VAR.
From VAR, yeah.
VAR,
We take it all
exactly,
back.
from VAR.
Incredibly sorry about that. What a
Exactly.
fantastic decision. Well
take
done.
it
I'm
all
sure
back.
we weren't the only. I'm sure there was fans
But
worldwide.
also,
Everybody thought the
also
same.
cameramen, show some better angles the first time around next time, because that was a bit mad.
Cameramen, all
You know
cameramen.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
that. Well, good decision.
Yeah, brilliant decision.
And then also the penalty was penalty. Good to
Yeah.
refereeing again.
Yeah.
Yellow card, being a bit lenient, not giving him a red. I like
Yeah.
it. Fair play. I'll hold our hands up.
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
we go.
absolutely.
Fair play.
Wow.
We have seen
Good
it.
spot, Kane. Very good
Yeah,
spot.
fantastic spot from Kane.
Well, it's been an
And feel so much better now.
I'm glad
I
you
feel
feel better.
so much.
I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the most I think without the technology they would not have called that.
You don't.
No,
How would you
no,
see
they
just a
wouldn't.
little leg poking out? You know what I mean?
Without technology, they're not calling that. They're, not getting
Brilliant.
that. They're not getting that right.
Good refereeing. Very good refereeing.
Very.
That's definitely the new technology.
Brilliant. That. So yeah, we were talking about that technology with the offsides. Is that something that's in the Premier League right now?
Wow.
Is that going to be introduced or
Wow.
Champions League now.
Champions League? That's an
Wow.
incredible bit of kit.
That you're not gonna get that with with the naked eye. You're just not.
But let
No,
me
you're
ask you a question. Oh.
What's it? I don't know what that is after that then, you know. Oh yeah, he clattered the goalkeeper.
Got to be a foul on
Yeah.
the goalkeeper, man.
Yeah, he clattered him, didn't he?
Spicy game, this.
Spicy game.
Very spicy game.
Very spicy.
Let me ask you a question. With that type of technology, do you want that type of technology in the game? Or do you think that takes, like we said, the spontaneity out of it, the excitement of what is football kind of energy out of it?
I think we're too far gone. I think if you've got VAR, you have to have that. Because I'm actually happy for that decision because
Yeah.
it's correct.
Yeah.
I want the goals to be real goals. I don't want goals to be probably offside, but I want the correct decisions, and that actually is the
Exactly.
correct decision. So
But where we see at the moment in the Premier League, and I guess in other leagues as well, whoever watches other leagues as well in the world, please let us know. But when you see goals that are not given because of a toenail
yes.
offside,
I still think
as an
that-
attacking player, do you still think that should stand, or do you
yeah,
think you should give
no,
benefit to the attacking player?
I think the benefit should be given. If you can't see,
What if
with,
it's an earlobe offside?
if you can't tell with the technology, and it's not a goal scoring part of the body, then I think you should still give benefit
think
to
you
the
should still
attacker.
I also think there should be a small leeway to give a benefit of the doubt to the attacker. So say if his earlobe is off or his toe is or whatever,
Yeah.
we do have that little gap to
Yeah.
give him that advantage.
Couple millimetres.
But I really like the idea of this technology. The reason why refereeing is poor at the moment is because it's everyone's opinion on what this is and what that is and what this is,
Yeah.
right? And this takes it out of the game now.
Yeah.
This is just plain and simple. That is offside, that isn't. I really enjoy that. That's great. Bring it to the Premier League as quick as possible, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was a great decision.
Yeah, that was
one of the best
fantastic,
decisions. I went from thinking this is one of the worst
Decisions,
VAR
yeah.
decisions
The best.
of all time to thinking
that
this is
was
one of the
brilliant.
best decisions of
Yeah.
all time.
Absolutely.
Because you
Having
get-
said
you
that,
get
I
the
do
angle.
think that the angles that they showed us didn't
Yes, the
help
angles
us.
No,
did
the
not.
angles
Yes.
did not help.
Such a congested box, right?
And
you know?
also a very quick replay.
Yeah.
Very, very quick replay. Just some super chats here from Carefree50 Tree. He said, we need that tech in the Premier League.
Absolutely.
Big Ash said, all of our corruption meters are on high alert right now. But let's not jump to conclusions so quickly. Next time we learn and we move.
Good guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fair.
That is a
Yeah.
very, very fair
Yeah.
point.
Absolutely.
Joe Hua said, keepers shouldn't be able to make the whole play offside.
But that's the
I
rules.
mean, that's the rules.
That's the rules, isn't it?
That's the rules, lad.
The rule.
But I don't mind keepers doing that because they're taking it by coming out. They're risking conceding a goal
As well.
So
Yeah.
so it's not clever to come
No,
out
it's
and
a
do
high
that.
risk
That was a
tactic.
high risk tactic situation. So
Well, the last 4 opening matches of a FIFA World Cup have produced a total of 17 goals,
Wow.
average of 4.25 per game. So,
Wow.
as exciting as it's been so far, we could be in for more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Have
think
you
we've gotta
seen
be.
anything from Qatar yet so far in terms of going forward, which has made you think, oh, like maybe they are in this game?
one move, they had a lovely couple of 1-2s there going forward on the right. That was good football, and they're very aggressive. They're leaving a lot of tackles on these Ecuadorian players. So it's clearly a fierce game at the moment, but. In terms of quality, just that one moment they had. Apart from that, Ecuador dominating for me. So
Type of football that
Ecuador.
Qatar are playing is one like similar to Tottenham. But to play a game like that, you need fantastic strikers. I'm not joking.
Oh, I was gonna say-
Yeah, no, I ain't joking with you.
Don't insult them.
At the top, you heavily rely on your strikers to carry the ball in that system.
Oh my gosh.
And they're struggling.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll give you one to watch from my research with Qatar. One of the ones to watch, who's one of their more tenacious players, is Hassan Al Haydos. He's one of their greatest goal scorers for Qatar. He's 31 years old.
Yeah.
All the characteristics of a striker that you would want in the box. Positional play, late box dashes, likes to draw out the defenders. That's one you guys should keep an eye on. Also, obviously, we've all seen Enner Valencia before
Yeah.
in the Premier League. He's another one to watch on the Ecuador side of things. But it is quite interesting because, as we said earlier, this group has got a lot of potential for whoever's going to, I guess, finish first or second. Really. Also in this group is Senegal and Netherlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
No Sadio Mane for Senegal. They do have other players like Ismail Assar. But do you think that's going to be a real setback for Senegal?
Yes.
Of course.
Look how much of a setback it is for Liverpool. You have
Very
stars
exactly.
of the team. Mane is the heart of that team. They've got fantastic footballers, but you need that one key player to gel them all together. And I feel so sad for him. We all love Sadio. I think everyone respects Sadio Mane. And do you know what's really sad about it, actually? Sadio knocked Mo Salah out the World Cup, and not even
now neither of them are in it.
What a sad World Cup to not see Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. It's terrible. I'm really sad for them.
Yeah, it is quite sad. However, just a little stat for you on Senegal. They are genuinely quite difficult and tough to break down. They've got 6 clean sheets in the last 8 competitive matches. So to be fair,
Mendy, Koulibaly,
they're solid.
They're pretty solid. So is it all just about?
I think
It's not
for
all
me,
about
they have good foundations. They have a very good team. We've seen that in the AFCON. For me, they were much better than Egypt. Egypt were a lot more negative in their approach. Senegal actually came to play football in that AFCON final. Then, of course, they play them in the qualifier and they do very well. I think they got a good team. But Mane is the magic.
Yeah.
That's the magic. They don't have the magic outside of him. So that's the big difference for me. So when it's a close game and you need someone to do something out of nothing,
Mane.
That's where not having Mane, that's a game decider. That could be the difference between qualifying out of the group and not. So it depends.
Sarah's going to have a big World Cup this because there's a heavy amount of responsibility for him now with Mane being gone. And Sarah's a brilliant player. Without a doubt, he gets past players, he gets in the box, but his finishing it's not the same level as Mane, and they are going to miss him. Like I said, Liverpool have got so many fantastic footballers, and even so, without him in our team, we bloody struggle.
Yeah.
He's just that type of player. It's not only his goal scoring, it's his work ethic, his leadership.
He's done so much for that country as well. It's such a shame that
He's wonderful, man. I'm really sad for him.
Yeah,
really sad for him.
Yeah, and obviously he was a key part in how they qualified in the first place. Let's just move on quickly to the Netherlands. Again, they haven't actually got Memphis Depay. He's also ruled out.
Is he injured?
He is injured, according to my
When did that happen?
Well, when did that happen?
I don't know, but he's definitely ruled out of their first.
All right, how about this will be a lot
2 weeks
easier.
ago.
Which players are available?
I didn't actually finish my sentence. He's ruled out of the first match.
Oh, okay.
So don't
first
worry,
match.
don't
Suspended?
panic. No, he's got a hamstring injury.
Okay.
So don't worry, guys. He is there, but he's just ruled out of that first match. Obviously, they've got people kind of like Denzel Dumfries, Martin de Roon, Steven Bergwijn,
Virgil van
Dijk.
They got great centre backs. Timber, De Ligt.
They
De Ligt,
do, but they do have injuries. Even Dumfries, he was forced off just in the.
But they have Frimpong at Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
He
they do.
is a
Jeremy
good player.
Frimpong, Vincent Janssen,
Jeremy,
formerly of Tottenham, Vincent Janssen.
Oh, Vincent
and
Janssen.
Cody Gakpo.
Vincent, I remember Vincent Janssen.
Vincent Janssen, he didn't do anything in the
Vincent
top.
I can't
No,
believe he's still
he
playing.
was a squad player, wasn't he?
I can't believe he's still playing for them.
Striker.
Yeah, but he was a squad player, wasn't he?
He only scored pens.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Vincent Janssen. Wow.
I don't remember his time too much.
He was great in the Dutch league, but when
He
he came to
was.
the Premier League, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you said that you kind of fancy Netherlands?
Yeah.
Is it because of the group they're in, or is it if they were in a group with, I don't know,
Brazil, Argentina.
Denmark, Brazil, Argentina, would you fancy them?
No, and that's the whole point. I feel like it's the first World Cup. They've got a nice little group to go into and build the confidence with it. And they're just going to be up for it. They haven't been in a major tournament for ages. And it's Netherlands. They produce some of the best footballers the planet's ever seen. It's simple as that. Dennis Bergkamp's, Virgil van Dijk's and Van der Sar.
Ruud Gullit, Marco
they're
van
everywhere.
Basten,
They're
Frank
all over that
Rijkaard.
team. It's a rich football culture in that country. And I think this World Cup is going to bring a lot out of them. I really do. I can't see Virgil van Dijk not wanting to perform. I can't see De Jong not wanting to play with him. It's just going to create a different dynamic in this team. Virgil hasn't played a major tournament. He hasn't played one. This is his first World Cup.
That's mad, isn't
Did you
it?
see this? What De Jong said? De Jong said, "I look behind me and I've got Virgil van Dijk and I feel okay." That's something he hasn't had in a tournament so far. So that's they're going to spare them on without a doubt. And then we're talking about Gakpo, who's been unbelievable. Yeah, and then we've got the Depay's not playing, but they've got.
Steven Bergwijn actually plays really, really well for
he does.
for the Dutch side.
I'm really excited
Well,
to
he
see
didn't play
the
well for Tottenham. He
Netherlands.
said he didn't play well
He
for
didn't play
Tottenham.
that well for Tottenham, but
Also-
in fairness, he didn't get that much time.
Also, have you seen their kit?
Yeah, the kit's
Virgil van
fine.
Dijk, in that kit.
We love that kit.
Majestic. Oh, it's going to look wonderful.
Let's just have a read through what you guys are saying in the chat. Tiz says, big up Matisse from me. Quite like that. Modu said, why did the aliens land in the Emirates?
Pardon?
It's a joke.
Why did the aliens
land in the Emirates?
Let's hear it. Go on.
Because there's no atmosphere.
Well, yeah, we're top of the
I like
league.
it.
Well, yeah, we're top of the league.
Wow.
Keep
What
up.
a comedian.
Send more
What a
anti-Arsenal
comedian.
jokes in. I love it.
Well,
I don't have to be impartial for the next month.
Who's your teammate? Are you sure they're not at the bottom?
Meant to be bringing people together.
Yeah, on a world stage.
Yeah.
On the world stage, yeah.
Club stage.
But
Clubs
no
is meant to be on pause.
We're meant
No-
to parked it, but you
no
can't.
atmosphere.
Parked
yeah.
it. What's going on, guys?
No,
Good joke.
no atmosphere, top of the league. Unbelievable. I'm sure you'd love no atmosphere in the top of the league, wouldn't you?
He might support Arsenal.
Nah.
He might.
Yeah,
Comes
yeah.
up on the contest.
I doubt that very much, Abby.
Everyone's an Arsenal fan in this
I'm
team.
being told by the producers, no Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. No,
No,
listen.
some jokes.
Say your jokes as long as you're brave enough to say your team. Say your jokes. Be brave enough to say your team if you're brave enough.
How can I be saying no Arsenal jokes?
Hey,
Right, let's get back to the chat. Jonathan said Ghana is easily the best African side in the world.
I think not. I think not. I think not.
Lulex is saying, I assume this is to Doyle, Virgil has dropped off this season.
Oh, without a doubt. He's not
but then- but he's
not
only
been at
him.
the levels that he's been at, but there's no doubt that he's going to be up for this tournament. He's one of the best midfield defenders in the world.
Just in
and he still
reply
is.
to that as well, what you're saying, Nobby said VVD is exhausted with all the games he has to play for Liverpool.
Yeah, I do think that. I think Flex come out the other day and he said about he doesn't understand why everyone's talking about how tired the players are and they're all getting injured. And what I would say to that, Flex, is yes, we're playing less games or whatever before the World Cup, but the intensity and the velocity that they have in between that, it's like me saying, yeah, I have 4 hours of sleep every day and go and do work every single day. It's not going to work, but if I give you 8 hours of sleep every single day, then you're going to be able to work for a longer period of time. It's about endurance, and having that rest period is huge for these players so that they can go again. And if they don't do that and they keep going at 60%, 50%, your body gives up. It does, I know it. And so, yeah, it's going to have a massive effect on Virgil van Dijk and play. All these players, Karim Benzema, won Ballon d'Or, now can't play in the World Cup. How sad is that?
Yeah.
And it's 2-0.
Oh, it's 2-0! It's Valencia again.
Valencia.
This guy banging
Wow.
the
This guy
He's got a hat-trick.
Smoke.
He's got a hat-trick.
Yeah, he's got a hat trick.
Hey, what? Did you see the other day?
He's got a double. He's on serious smoke
We did
today.
say he was one of the ones to watch in this competition.
What a header.
He was one
What a
of the
header.
ones.
Look at the celebration. Brilliant.
Wow. That was a brilliant header.
Not being a dream star for Qatar so far.
31
No.
minutes gone.
Wow.
Is that an Argentina shirt?
Wow,
Ecuador
wow,
thing. That's an
wow.
Argentina shirt. It
Love
looks
that.
like
I love
an
the
Ecuador thing.
celebration.
The problem is, right, guys, the problem is with Qatar right now is what I said. They're playing 5 at
Look
the
at the
back,
celebration.
and
Brilliant.
all that does is invite pressure.
Pressure, yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
it does.
yeah, absolutely.
And unless you've got fantastic strikers at the top to kick it to, there's no point in playing that position.
Is he offside,
in my
though?
Yeah.
opinion.
So
Oh, he might be offside, you know.
Oh.
Oh no, he's on from the left back. I think from the left back.
Great
Watch.
header.
Well, there's no VAR
That
call,
was
so
such a good header, that, you know, and a good cross.
brilliant header.
Great.
Yeah, super
Great
cross.
Why can't Tottenham put balls
Wow, what an header. That, look at the, oh no, it's okay.
in the box? Fair point.
This is
Look
healing
at
time.
that.
I've got a good joke actually. There's one that just came through.
That's a great header.
What
Great
about
header.
us? About us?
Right, quickly just back to the chat. No one mentioned when we talk about Netherlands, Johan Cruyff, which is outrageous of us.
Yeah, but we did mention.
We didn't mention him.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we
I know,
didn't.
of course.
But
Legend. Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, we didn't, Abby. But we did mention Marco van Basten,
We did.
Frank
That
Rijkaard,
was
and
from Dwayne
Ruud
Souza, who just said, you know, that we didn't
Cruyff,
mention
yeah, without doubt.
Cruyff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, of course.
MD said Gini Wijnaldum is a big miss for Holland.
Yeah, he
I
is.
agree.
He is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there is a funny joke here. I will read it out. It was not an Arsenal one, don't worry. It's from Streetwise, who said, what does a Spurs fan do when his team has won the Champions
Or her.
League?
His or her. You got it wrong. His or her. Yo,
Hey.
What do you do when a Spurs fan
go. Yeah, go on.
Wins
Go
the
on.
What do you do?
I don't know. What's that?
turns the PlayStation off?
Oh, there's no need for that. There's no need for. What is this? There's no need for that. Oh no. Oh
I
come
thought it was
on.
only fair that I read it out as I read it.
Because you read out that one, yeah.
What a
yeah,
sport, Abby. What a
I know,
sport, eh?
I know.
Yeah, Abby, you are a big sport. No, there's
See,
no.
I'm not biased. Everyone
No, but there's no need for that though.
I am, but it's not the point.
There's no need
Yeah,
for
you
that.
should see it off screen.
Jim Fox says Virgil van decline.
Virgil van
Oh,
Dijk
that's
decline.
that's a bit,
Bloody
that's
hell.
That's a bit
bit,
nasty.
no.
Mate, Virgil van Dijk has been one of the best defenders in the world for the last 5 years. That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
he can have a bad season, and even so, it's not that bad. He's not.
Yeah, but it's not him,
I
though,
love,
is it?
just
I
give
love
us-
the Ecuador celebration.
Brilliant,
by the way.
brilliant.
I love that.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
the
yeah.
togetherness.
That's the
of it.
second great celebration.
It's not only him, though, is it? It's not just Van Dijk. It's
The whole
Liverpool,
Liverpool
as well.
team. The
It's
whole
a whole
Liverpool
team. The mentality
You know.
of them is gone. Just so you know, Virgil van Dijk has literally only just lost his first game at Anfield. That is crazy.
Yeah, which is
That is
amazing.
It's a mad
crazy.
start to
Put
do.
some
Yeah.
respect on
He's
it.
only just give away his first penalty this season.
But
He's give away 2
you
like.
always
but he-
notice that when the team is not doing well, it always ends up on the best player.
Yeah, always. And it should, rightly so, because they have a
Isn't that a card?
responsibility for the team, without a doubt. And he's
Is
been a
that not a
revelation
card?
for us. He's won everything with the club. He might be not having the best season, but I don't think he's on a decline. Not players like him. He doesn't rely heavily on pace. He doesn't rely heavily on that. He's very intelligent football. He reads the game well. You don't say that. He's
Don't say
definitely innocent. It's
I
still in the
agree.
game.
You're upsetting Doyle, and we don't want that to happen. Kenny Phillips has said, even without Benzema, I still think France could be the team to watch.
Don't have Pogba either, though.
Yeah.
Who else? Don't
Kante.
you?
They
Kante.
could be, they could,
Yeah.
but
Giroud, I'm
He's
looking forward
massive.
to Giroud hopefully smashing Henri's record. I
Yeah, I
think.
can't believe
Olivier.
I
That
can't
could
believe
happen
how
this
well
tournament.
he's done so well for himself after Arsenal, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's done incredibly well.
Yeah, he has. He has. I think he should be starting now for me. Now that Benzema's not there.
Oh, wait, that. Oh.
Ecuador have been playing really
Ryan
good football.
Robin, sorry.
Oh,
Didn't
Ryan
really
Robin,
say that.
la.
I love this. Send in some more players that we missed,
See,
please.
Well, Mark, I was
Schneider.
Schneider as well.
what's that?
Wesley Sneijder. How we forget?
No, Abby,
Wesley Sneijder?
I correct you. Ruud van cheat himself. Is his,
Oh.
and that's me being nice, because a lot of people wouldn't be.
I've got
That is
one.
me being nice.
I've
Go
got
on,
one.
Go on.
Van der Vaart.
Van der
How
Vaart.
sick Van der Vaart.
Why another ex-Tottenham?
Hey,
Your guy.
I've got a good story for you. It's not really a story, it's just a fact. I had a cat and his name was Rafa, after Van der Vaart.
Oh, Van der Vaart was brilliant. I used to love
He
him.
was,
Oh,
I
left
loved
foot.
him so much.
Wait,
I can't
what-
believe I didn't even think of that.
What,
Huntler-
has he
Huntler
passed
as
away?
well.
God rest
My
his soul.
cat,
Yeah.
yeah, he had a heart problem.
Oh, may his soul
But
rest
he
in
wasn't
peace.
actually old, he was only about 5. It was a birth
wow.
defect.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry
Little
about that.
Rafa.
All right.
And actually, funnily enough, I got him the summer that Van der Vaart moved, but obviously I got the cat before he moved.
Really?
can't
Didn't he
believe
move to Hamburg?
Didn't
Yeah,
you what?
Hamburg.
Yeah,
He went to Hamburg,
moved to
didn't he?
Huntler as well. Remember Huntler?
Yes.
Played the game for
Jan
years.
Klaus Huntelaar.
Huntelaar.
Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Schalke, sorry.
He's
Schalke,
played
yeah.
for
Yeah.
years. Played years.
that Real Madrid
of
as well?
football.
He was
Yeah,
at
Real Madrid, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stam. Yep,
Stam.
Stam.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Stam,
yeah.
yeah.
Another ex-Manchester United player.
Honestly, Netherlands, I've got like such a respect for their football culture. It's unbelievable, lad.
Koeman as well.
Yeah,
Ronald
Ronald
oh
Koeman,
my-
lad, yeah. Jeez.
Oh my,
Serious
these
team.
Yeah, proper.
Mark Overmars,
And just to give this right another
Clarence Seedorf,
Yes, Seedorf.
That was Van der Sar.
Yeah,
Van der Sar, yes, Van der Sar.
He was their
Well,
goalkeeper.
I mean, honestly, how have they not won more?
I know. It's
Well,
mad.
they
They've
didn't-
had multiple golden gen. Actually, to be fair, England have as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't
I
always
have to
work
say,
out.
some of these tackles from Qatar, man.
they're getting away with it.
Lying in.
I think the referee starts
They're
to
not
book,
getting
needs to
enough.
start
They're not
booking.
getting enough bookings because
He exactly. He needs to
the
start
tackles
booking.
have been horrendous.
He needs to
some of
start booking players
them.
now.
Like, damn,
He does.
they're going to injure someone.
They are
very
going to injure
soon.
someone.
How many bookings did you put on your predictions?
5.
5 bookings?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just remember, guys, go and make sure you do your predictions for this game and
I
play
agree
along
with
with
him.
us.
I think I should have put more.
Ronald
Yeah.
Koeman, Robin Van Persie,
Yes,
Oh,
Robin.
Van
yeah.
Persie.
Rijkaard.
Do you not say
Dirk
Rijkaard?
I
Kuyt,
said, I said Frank Rijkaard. Who?
Dirk Kuyt.
Dirk
Count.
Kuyt.
Legend.
Dirk Kuyt used to be so
was-
annoying in the
I
Champions
loved
League
him.
against us. Oh
He was
my
so
God.
good, lad.
Nigel de Jong, Ryan
Yeah,
Babel,
Nigel, yeah, Ryan Babel, yeah.
Van Bommel,
he just
Edgar
used to turn up.
Davids,
Mark Van Bommel, Edgar
De
Davids.
Boer,
Basten, left back.
Van Basten, yeah.
Bergkamp, we said, didn't
Dennis. No, nobody said Dennis, the legend.
No,
I did. No, I said Beckham.
Oh, you so sorry, Dawson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Dutch team.
Dennis
are-
legend.
we? The Riddler on the Super Chat said the cheek of Ty to be present here after his Nigeria team got pummeled by Bruno Fernandes.
Wow.
Hold on. Is that a friendly? That's a friendly, isn't it? That wasn't a real game, was it? So I'm sorry, it was a friendly. Try that in a real game, Portugal. What are you talking about?
Hasselbank?
Cheek of me, cheek of you.
Hasselbank, yeah.
Jimmy
Hasselbank?
Floyd, yeah.
Hasselbank, yeah.
Like Cruyff went over to
Daley
Barcelona
Blind.
and literally went,
Who?
stop
Daley
playing.
Blind.
This is how
Oh,
you play
Daley
football,
Blind,
guys.
Patrick
That's what he did.
Kluivert.
Patrick
Kluivert.
Kluivert. Yep.
Oh my God.
How have we forgot Tim Krul? You guys
Tim
are on a roll.
Tim Krul.
Very easily would you when you
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
the names we just
Yeah,
read out. Very easily is how you forget.
Tim
Unfortunately.
So,
Okay.
so many. It's absolutely crazy.
Honestly, I love that. I love that country for football. Love it.
Just a question. We're almost approaching half time. Can you think of your favourite World Cup opening game?
Ooh.
Sorry to put you all completely on
No,
the
it's
spot.
all right. I'm thinking. Yeah, I can think of. I don't know if it's an open game.
I don't think I really have one, to be honest.
Does it have to be the first? Does it have to be the first game or just any game in general?
I tell you what, we'll make it all games.
I can remember.
I did enjoy
I can
Brazil
remember
Germany. I'm not gonna lie. I know the Brazilians will not like me for that, but I just couldn't like.
With
It
the 7-1?
was German efficiency at its finest. Like it was just cutthroat, just, and there was no mercy. That's what I love about it. I don't like to see when teams play it easy. 3-0 up now, we'll just take the foot off the gas. They just kept going and going and going, and they were just walking through them. It was literally like a FIFA game. That's why I loved it. It was like when you play your mate on FIFA and they're just not up to the level. They can't handle you. You're legendary. They're semi-pro. You just clean up shop.
They're semi-pro.
It was beautiful. Like, it was wonderful.
Do you know what game it is for me? Yeah. Do you remember? I don't know if it was a World Cup or a Euros, but do you remember the Spain versus Netherlands? Yeah.
Yes.
Not the one in the World Cup. I don't think.
Euros.
The Euros.
The final.
Where they kicked
Iniesta.
lumps out of each other. De Jong did that karate kick.
Yeah. To Xabi Alonso. Yes.
That's one of the best international football games I've ever seen in my life.
Fabregas to Iniesta.
That was just
That was one of my favourites.
one of the most intense football games I've ever seen, ever.
And I remember it's one of those games where you remember where you were when you watched it.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that game. And then also, I think I just really like Netherlands. I should have been from Netherlands, I think.
Probably.
Netherlands v Spain in the Brazil.
I can't believe Dirk Kuyt didn't come out your mouth.
I know, yeah. I can't believe that. I'm so sorry.
Someone else just sent in
Wesley
Wesley
Sneijder.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah, we said that,
Schneider in 2010.
Do you know what? Yeah,
Oh my lord.
that's why I like the
Brilliant
2010 World Cup, because Spain, that was their period of domination.
Yeah.
08, 10, and then 12.
David Villa,
Fernando Torres,
Yeah.
David Silva, Xabi Alonso, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Fabregas.
That was an insane.
Fernando Torres, we said already.
Yeah,
Puyol,
Alba.
Piqué,
Casillas.
Ramos. Who was in goal? You had Victor Valdez, Pepe Reina, and Casillas. Jesus!
Isn't it so sad?
It is sad. When I look at
Did you
this,
mention Puyol?
Puyol, yeah.
Puyol.
Carlos.
Do you know what? It's so
Puyol.
sad, right? When you have
What a
one of the
team.
best
What a
teams that you've ever
team.
seen.
Pedro, don't forget about Pedro. Pedro's a baller as well.
Pedro.
That's
Didn't he go to Chelsea?
That actually could be my favourite.
I love that team.
Like favourite international team of all
I love
time.
I mean,
team
I
so
love
much.
them, but I also
That's a great
did not like
team.
them at all either.
You wouldn't see the ball.
Dominated
Yeah.
everything all the time.
You don't see the football. I
Yeah.
love that team though.
I like teams to lose a little bit. You know what I mean? So I like have
Make
the
it
underdog story of them.
exciting.
I'm surprised they didn't go back to back World Cups, to be honest. They were that good.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Never happens though. Never happens with World Cup
doesn't.
squads.
Back to back Euros, but not World Cup.
4 years is a big time.
It's a big gap as well.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
gap.
That's why it should remain 4 years, because you
Yes.
see new talent
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah,
Yes.
And it's wonderful.
Every
And
World
also-
Cup feels completely different.
Yeah, and that's what brings younger players into these Premier Leagues and French leagues and the Spanish leagues, because they're able to play on a stage and get a chance and an opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise get.
That's a question.
I love this.
Who are your favourite World Cup breakouts? I'm going to go 2. James Rodriguez.
Yes! Oh, I love it, Tuchel!
And this is one that no one ever gives enough credit. Keylor Navas, Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Unbelievable World Cup he had. Then I think he went to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
After that.
What a
Okay.
goalkeeper. Too disrespected he is.
He was.
Top goalkeeper.
To be fair, you could argue that Mbappe in the 2018 one was a big breakout.
Was unbelievable what he did.
What he did in that. So, because
Yeah.
obviously people were starting to talk, but that was like, flew him into like a whole new
Absolutely.
stratosphere of like,
Yeah, doing it for Monaco
like
and
that.
doing it for France in the World Cup is
doing
two
it
different
in,
things.
you know, for France in the bigger stage of the world.
It was unbelievable.
And he was how old at that time?
He was about
18.
18 years old.
And I thought he was overrated. I thought,
Right, when
who
he
is
was-
this?
when I was
When I
18,
saw
bro.
him, I thought, wow, that was incredible.
It makes you feel so mad.
It's incredible.
When he's 18, he's in the World Cup. When I'm 18,
he's like
I'm
6'2"
looking to
already.
see if I've brought my pen.
If I got my pen.
Oh no, I've forgotten it.
Speaking about breaker, I'm trying to think of that goal. Ochoa.
Oh, I'm
Remember Ochoa? What
Mexican
a
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's insane.
What a goalkeeper.
What a
He was
goalkeeper.
brilliant.
I only see him every 4 years. I don't even know who
He's
he plays for.
absolutely
Actually,
brilliant.
think about it. What about Michael Owen?
Yes, with the goal against Argentina.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I've got one for you. Hey, I've got one for you. Harry Maguire.
You're a joke.
I tell you what, actually, I will say. I mean, obviously, if you watch the Premier League week in, week out, you would have known before the Euros about Saka. But I thought, for me, Saka in the Euros was actually a very big breakout because you got to see
was
just
very
the world-class talent and quality that he actually has.
Which we see
Which
every
we
week
see.
at
So
Emirates.
I think this tournament could be massive for Saka.
Yeah.
What, this tournament?
Yeah, I'm really keeping my eyes on Saka, Bellingham
Possibly.
and Foden in this tournament because even though we've already seen what Saka does, this could be the one where he really just elevates himself even further for me.
Maybe Real Madrid
Well,
come in.
hopefully.
Real
Yeah.
Madrid. Maybe,
and then he gets a 10-year contract.
That's my number one.
Has he signed the new contract yet, Ty?
He hasn't yet, but
Oi, you better be careful.
He will.
Has Saliba signed it yet?
No,
Oi, what about Martinelli?
Yeah,
He has earned by
Oh, wait, Lord Jesus, you guys better be careful, man. You better make sure.
I'm not
Listen,
whining.
them Arsenal,
You know,
them Arsenal players are top of the league. If they come with World Cup
Fortunately,
masterclasses, you better tie them all up.
Well, that's the aim. But no, we're not worried. We know we've got. We know we've got.
If Real Madrid come knocking, slam the door.
Listen, Real Madrid came knocking for Lauren. For
Lauren, the right back, yes.
Yeah, and
Cameroon. You know, we should see them off camera. It's mad.
Maybe that's who Eto's thinking of when he said Cameroon can win the World Cup. He's probably thinking he's still playing. Lauren's still in there.
Cameroon in the sweepstakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Valencia's coming off.
You and Eto then?
Valencia's going off.
Oh, no, what happened to him?
He's been taken out. That's what's happened.
Bro, I told you someone was going to get injured.
The man of the tournament so far.
Yes.
Who did you say what you thought would be a breakout star?
Not a breakout star, but someone I'm very much looking forward to play, watch and play is Bellingham.
That's what I was going to say.
So much respect for the kid and what he's done in Germany.
Brilliant.
And how he's made his career so far. And I just want to see him play football.
Yeah.
I just really want to see him in that midfield. I want to see our young team playing together. But Bellingham, I just want to see what he's all about. I've seen it loads for Dortmund and the Champions League, but I just want to see him for 3 games, 5 games. You know what I mean?
Get a run.
So Southgate will put him in a double pivot.
I know. Yeah.
Just want to run through some of your chats and your comments. Colin said his favourite game was Brazil-Scotland. Puneet said France v Senegal. Isaiah said South Africa, Mexico in 2010. Jim said Germany versus Brazil. Im said Cameroon, Argentina 1990.
That's what I was thinking of. Oh my God, that was
USA
serious.
94 was really good. You've got a super chat here from Simping for Thai. That is actually the name.
Simping for Thai.
That's a serious stand you got there. I bet the profile is Stan as Thai as well.
It's actually Thai.
Yeah, I thought so.
You got a super fan, lad?
It's sweet. It's in like a little
Some
giant
serious.
headphone. It says, I'm Thai's biggest fan, but I'm also Ghanaian and I love watching Thai cry. Are we not Nigeria out of the World Cup because the Black Stars rule?
Yeah, but the thing about it is that you got everything wrong because I didn't cry. And I would never cry with football because it's just football. I'll cry, God forbid, if anything happened to me or my family. So you got that wrong for a start.
What about me?
And Ghana didn't. And Ghana won on the away goals. So you got that wrong. You got that wrong as well. And I'll be crying with laughter when Ghana get knocked out in the first round and not score a goal and have a goal difference of -100. Thank you.
Set
Goodbye.
him off.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's one of them like toys that you pull and then just let him
Jollof
go.
rice battle begins.
Yes.
Let him go, lads.
I love it.
No, but I do want Ghana to do well. Seriously.
Deadly Dizzle said to Shabala goal in 2010 with the Vuvuzelas.
That
Yes,
was
the Vuvu
wonderful.
Sailors. Yes.
Spain v Netherlands.
Do people like the Vuvuzelas?
I did like them.
Oh,
Yeah?
People,
know,
they were
I
nice,
Some
but
people don't.
I did like them. I thought they were brilliant.
I like
Lots
them.
of cool games. There's so many that we don't even remember, so you guys send in the ones you do remember. Poppy Jones on the super chat said Spain-Netherlands 2014 opener was my favourite. France 2018, the best one. 2006 France-Brazil, Zizou schooling the whole Brazil squad. Italy-Germany 2006. Aaron Lennon 2006. Michael Owen 1998. Pele 58. Unfortunately, I wasn't alive for that one.
58.
Aaron
Lennon was good.
was he mad in 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Brilliant,
was.
lads.
So I was very young.
He was supposed to be in the
player.
next.
I was keeping an eye on it.
Remember,
What's the first
he
World
was.
Cup you actually remember properly?
Man's 210.
Probably 10. Because 06, how old would I have been?
I remember watching 06, but I
first
don't
one.
remember.
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on.
You're
Yeah,
a baby,
I
aren't you,
don't
lads?
remember
You're only a baby then, so it's hard to get the
Wait,
recollection.
what year were you born?
97, so I would have been.
God,
I would have
you're
been.
younger than me. How old? So you're. God,
So I would
you're
have
young.
been. I would have been 9. Yeah.
What year were you born?
2004. I wish. I absolutely wish. I was born in 1992. I'm 30.
So 92, 94, 97, 2010. You were born.
You're very kind. I think the earliest World Cup I remember is possibly, I think it must have been 82 or something.
82.
Yeah, unbelievable. That's what I mean. That's what, 82. Yeah, 82. 82.
One of my earliest memories of a tournament, which I think was 08 Euros. I think it was 08.
I watched 06.
With the
but I didn't-
Ronaldo wink. at
Oh,
Rooney.
when he got Rooney
Was
sent
that
off.
08?
Oh.
When he got, wasn't that 06?
That one.
Was that-
the
that-
Rooney
was that-
breakthrough
was
is
that
my
06?
first one.
I'm not sure.
Rooney breakthrough.
Yeah.
When you remember when he got
2006.
sent off.
So then that's the first tournament.
Okay, yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of it. 2010 I remember all of it, but 2006 must have been. I wasn't sure if that was the Euros.
Rooney with the total 90s, Gerrard.
Greece won the Euros
John
in 04,
Terry.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it now.
I remember knowing that was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That was mad because he was in Portugal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Controversial,
but
man.
yeah, that Ronaldo wink at Rooney.
Terrible, that
I think
Yeah.
10 is the one I
Iconic,
would have
though.
watched properly.
That is
beef now
iconic.
at the moment as
That is
well, aren't they?
iconic.
They're having a little bit of back and forth now as well, which is funny. So maybe that harboured some kind of resentment from one another
Yeah.
over the years,
Yeah.
might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys let us know what your favourite World Cup was, what your favourite
Was-
memory was of the World Cup
Well,
when you were watching it growing up, or
Well, I
in
can
recent
say
years?
one. I can say one iconic one for me was when Super Eagles, when we made our debut in '94, and Rashidi Yekini scored. God rest his soul, and he done that celebration when he was in the net. That was unbelievable.
Yeah,
That was
amazing
unbelievable.
moment.
I remember watching that at home, but that was I think that was '94, early hours of the morning.
What year is this year?
This is '96.
96,
For the legends of the Olympics.
Gail Kochela.
Unbelievable.
What a legend.
What a legend,
Baggio,
really.
94, people are sending in. This is kind of, I was born that
Was
year.
that Baggio when he...
Baggio.
Oh, is it? He was
was
born '98.
I was born 94.
Oh, '94.
Baggio,
Okay.
what, the
I wish
Italian
I was born in
midfielder?
98.
No, Baggio was the striker, wasn't he?
No, but it's only 4 years, though.
Little ponytail.
Baggio.
I thought he was
Baggio.
born in 97.
I thought he was a
That
midfielder.
sweet.
Was he?
I thought it was Italian?
I thought he was a
I
striker.
thought he was a
Yeah.
midfielder.
Who?
Midfielder?
Who?
Baggio.
Well, there was two, wasn't there? There was,
there was
Roberto
two.
Baggio and Luca Di
I'm
Baggio.
talking about Roberto.
Oh, that's a great one.
And he
somebody
missed
sent
the
in.
penalty, didn't he?
Okay.
And
Yes,
yeah.
in the final, yeah,
Yeah.
Brazil won it, yeah.
This is such a great. This is a great comment. This is from
Yeah.
Kano, who said Asamoah Gyan. Remember him?
Yeah.
Celebrating
course.
in South Africa. Madness.
Yeah.
Do you remember him as a player?
Celebrating in
Sunderland.
South Africa?
Celebrating
Who?
in South
Oh,
Africa.
Asamoah Gyan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Ghana, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
he
the
went to
striker.
Sunderland, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Then he-
two
yeah.
Asamoahs. One was left wing back or something for
That's it.
Juventus.
Asamoah John and
Yeah.
Derek Asamoah, is it?
Yeah.
South African World Cup was good. Like it was the first
Oh, it's
African
brilliant.
nation to hold a
Yes.
Yes.
World Cup.
Yes.
So there was such a wonderful energy about the tournament.
That's why I have that and Brazil as my favourite. So I feel like
Oh,
that was like
I said, that
you could see they just.
Oh, Qatar
Ooh.
just missed a chance.
That's a great. That's
Just
a good one.
before half time.
Just
big
before to get themselves
That's massive.
back in the
That's
game.
massive.
Ronaldinho 02 says Lil Striggsy. Then we got a few
Yes.
super chats
Yes.
from Miss Melina, who said thank you for praying for me whilst I was ill, and I send my best wishes for Laurie as well.
Shout out to
Soon.
Miss Melina. Shout out to Miss Melina.
You know Miss Melina?
Hello,
course,
Miss
I
Melina.
know Miss
How
Melina.
are you? I haven't heard from her for a long time.
Qatar are growing into this game, says Jay Montana.
They are.
Well, they are, but they need to score there.
Stephen says England did not make Euro 2008, but mine 2002 Brazil. So what one am I thinking of with the wink then? 2006.
Maybe it's Euros.
Which what one are you thinking of with the what?
With the Ronaldo wink when Rooney,
I think it was 2004 or 6.
whatever that one was. That's
Yeah.
the first one. I
Possibly 2006.
If someone could let us know
Yeah.
what
Half-time,
year
yeah.
that was, that would be great.
Because it was when Ronaldo played
I
for
can't remember. I
United.
think it was 2004. I thought it was a year.
Yeah,
Oh,
World
4,
Cup.
sorry.
Right, so guys, remember that there is £125,000 to be won just in the group stages alone when you play the prediction battle. So here is Lee with a word on that, and it's a great advert.
Brilliant.
Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle. Get your predictions in for the games such as England versus Iran, Senegal versus Netherlands and the USA versus Wales. I reckon you'll see wins for England, Netherlands and Wales. But what do you think? Sign up and play by clicking the link.
And we're back. Thank you, Lee, for a fantastic.
Brilliant, brilliant.
The way I wish I was here on that filming day.
It's like a,
I don't know
like
how many takes it took,
I
but
need to
the
know.
final product is a beautiful thing.
It's a great one. I want to see our advert as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Let's drop that one. Right, we have got the famous Wheel of Fortune back.
Yes.
So we
Wheel of
have-
Fortune, I like that.
well, we called it Wheel of Misfortune before. We'll call it the Wheel of Fortune. So this time we are not actually doing a sweepstakes swap this time because there has been so much animosity over it.
There was, yeah.
Tournaments.
Jesus.
There was,
we've
yeah.
seen Charlene going for it. You know,
They're calling us corrupt.
Calling us corrupt.
Yeah.
Her and Stuart having fights, it just going down to the wire. So we're not actually going to do that for the group stages as it stands. It might come into play later on. However, we have got the wheel back, and on the wheel we have got darts. You have to sing if it lands on it.
Oh
you have
my
to eat a
gosh.
chili if it lands on it, which
Oh
I'm going
gosh.
to say on a disclaimer, I am not going to be doing.
Oh.
You have to dance,
That's
or you can land on
What's happened
save.
to
Save, which means you
trivia?
don't have to do anything, and also
Oh, group stage, yeah, okay.
saved.
Why is
You
the
get
chili on
saved.
there again? I spoke
And
to
you can spin it
production
again.
about this. We couldn't get some cinnamon or something like.
Cinnamon,
No,
I
You
love
guys
it,
got
no.
bored of this
Cinnamon
chili
challenge.
thing. I had 3 chilies in one show on this
Do you know what
channel.
issue was?
That should have been it.
What's another? Oh, we should do like something else that like most people don't like an anchovy. Sorry to the anchovy lovers out there.
I think cinnamon's better. You like cinnamon?
I don't want to do the cinnamon challenge.
I've never done it. That's why I had it on
I've seen
my
videos.
list.
I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Really?
I had it on there.
Cinnamon seems alright.
I don't want to do the chili either. But if I had to do the chili,
Wait, how come
or
you're not doing the
anchovy,
chili?
I'd rather
Health
do
reasons?
anchovy.
Just say it is.
I don't love spice.
Spicy.
I don't like spice either.
I don't.
So if it lands on the chili, nobody do it.
That's the whole point of it, like.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here hosting when I can't even talk.
I'll host. We can
don't worry, you can swap. She's got
We can
sauce right here, yeah.
We can swap. I'm host one, you're host two, host two, host one,
Don't
host two.
spin the wheel. Host two.
Go, spill the wheel.
Go spin the
That
wheel.
was the most cockney I've
So
ever
who's
heard
first?
you ever,
Go
Abby.
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel, mate.
Also, don't forget, guys, make sure you enter all the competitions that we're running because you can win. This is not a real £50.
Who is this for? Doyle. Yes. Okay.
No, you're doing this for you.
That's
This
Oh, I'm
spin.
doing this for-
Oh, you're spinning for yourself.
My spin, lad, okay.
I think as host two, I shouldn't have to do chili just in case I am needed
No,
for
no.
You'll be
for the
fine.
hosting.
No.
If host one was to then
No.
need no.
No, actually, why don't we do this? So when we toaster...
You're eating chilies, okay? You're both eating chilies.
Abby, you better back me up here. We're
No,
here a
no,
lot.
no. I will force feed you chilies,
Oh,
lad.
no, when
I've done
you're
three
hosting,
Huh?
why don't when we're hosting, if it lands on a chili for you, I'll eat yours.
Okay,
And then
right.
if it's the other way around, you eat mine.
What is that?
Okay,
What is that?
Alright.
Okay, deliberately get a chili. Deliberately get a
Please,
chili.
please land on
Cool.
a chili. Please, honestly.
You ready? Yeah.
So I'm going to change his terms and conditions after.
Da-ba-dee-ba-da.
Dance.
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 Oh
gosh.
my days.
So what stars then?
Dance,
I
lads.
reckon you should do like Nicki Minaj Anaconda vibes.
Wow.
Like just like give it.
Or a
bits
goal
work.
celebration dance. Yeah, lads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't do celebration. That's cheating. You
I
gotta do
could
dance.
get in a huddle.
I'm not seeing any dancing
It
right now.
has
What's
to be a dance of some kind.
Dance?
You can do whatever dance. You can do a festive dance. You can
Do
do
a
a
Millie
cultural
Rock, lad.
dance.
You
You can do a twerk.
Huh? In the middle of the room.
Look at his poor face. Look at Matisse's poor face.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
You can have a moment to think about it.
Yeah, let me have a moment.
What, Lanny, this
Get the
I gotta think. I gotta think.
Also, get the badge in on your way through as
Get the
well.
badge in.
Right, who's next?
Who's next?
Ty?
Go
I
on,
have a
lads.
think. Yeah, let me have a think.
So what do I want then? I don't want dance.
I'd like Ty to get sing.
There's a sing one.
Ty be singing
Sing,
regardless.
sing, Travis. Very good, Abby.
That was a very aggressive.
Oh, he's so close.
Oh, we could dance together.
You're
To be
doing a
fair-
duo thing, you know.
We used to go on the top.
If
one,
everybody gets
not
it, then
the
we will just
spinner.
dance together. That's why I'm taking it.
Maybe we can do heads.
Be like year 6 dance
Heads,
class.
listen,
Listen, on
knees
it.
and toes.
Have a sit down, have a think, because if
Have a think.
everybody gets it, then it's
I was trying to
perfect.
think of what dance. Good
Good
luck, Don.
Doyle,
Alright,
Doyle,
come
you
on,
better
up.
make sure you get dance, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm a good dancer. It's alright. I'm sorry.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
You sound.
Woo! Right, so what are we getting here? What's
Saved.
Saved, which means you're exempt.
You don't have to
You're
go
doing
Wow.
nothing.
And it's
Because I
green,
wore this
matches the
shirt.
shirt as
Because I
well.
wore this shirt, innit?
Yeah, the shirt
It's
says
the hostess.
the
I'll
shirt
take
has
a seat
saved.
with my saved behind.
Watch. She's gonna get chili, and I'm gonna have to dance and eat a chili. Watch. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Here's hoping.
No,
Okay.
Hey, I came in today as well.
don't do me dirty, man, please.
To be fair, we used to go off with this one, not this one.
Oh.
So technically, you should have had a chili.
What, like Bukayo?
Like,
Relax.
a trio of dancers.
So what are we gonna do?
I told you.
I'll be the choreographer.
I told you. Let me think.
This is broken.
Head, shoulders, knees,
was like,
Oh yeah, but I don't remember.
shoulders, knees, and toes.
Oh, I don't remember that. I
can
would
only-
actually do that, but I don't remember exactly how it
I'm
goes
trying
the
to
whole
think,
way
what
through.
can we gonna do
That's a
then?
good one to do, Abby.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, no,
why
I'm
is
trying to think
everyone
as well.
pretending they
I
forgot
do
how to
remember.
dance?
I do.
Do you remember it? Ty, do you know it?
I don't know how to do
We
it,
can
but I
dance
remember.
off.
I remember.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
No,
No, so we don't. We
Knockout
dance off
stages.
nothing.
Can we have some
Knockout stages.
music?
Yeah, I mean, we need some music.
Can we
like,
have a beat?
da-ba-dee-ba-da.
I might just do the dance that Cecil did for Jesus signing.
Ah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's an iconic
that's
dance.
good.
So,
Play. Oh,
All right,
perfect.
let's see this quickly.
How are we gonna do that?
Wait, yeah.
Alright, everyone in the middle. If you go back to your
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good dance. That's a good dance. I
That's
like
good
that.
dance. I know
Well,
we
you
can do
can
that.
get involved.
Wait, someone's got to score the goal. I'll score the goal. All right, you guys got to stand in a row. I got to score the goal, and then
Wait, no. No. You got to come dance though.
Yeah, well.
He's just scored the goal.
No, because
someone's
scored the goal.
South Africa.
Can you put it? Production, can you put it on to us and we'll just follow?
Dawson scored the goal.
Yeah, I need to.
Oh, yeah,
Production, put it on to us and we'll just follow.
Look, I've just scored the goal. There you go, lads.
Did you score, yeah?
All right, okay.
Hold on.
Ready?
Ready.
Are we doing
I'm
this
too
any
tall,
type
man.
of beat, or are we just? Are we starting with the left?
I'm not
or
even
the
on
right?
screen. Man's got a duck.
Oh wow!
I love this one. It's beautiful. But I'm too tall. Look,
Alright,
I got a
guys.
duck down to be.
That was a good effort. Good
But all the
effort,
people that said I
everybody.
was too short. That's the one there. Look,
God,
you
that
can't
was
even see me
so
on the screen.
good.
Look, my head.
guys. Good performance, guys.
You can't even see me. Look, you can't see me. Is this how it really looks? Wow.
Yeah, but don't worry, everyone did see your dancing, so don't worry about that.
Can't wait to see that on a DR Sports
That's a great.
reel on
That's a
Instagram.
great.
If
That's
you
a great
guys
dance.
thought that was a
And
good
it's World Cup
dance,
themed.
let us know your feedback. Just have a quick look. Oh, the Macarena. We could have just done the Macarena.
If you know
Oh,
what to
yeah,
do.
yeah. Maybe next time. I'll save that for
Party
tomorrow.
hard dance.
We could have done the
Various people wanted to bust down.
I bet somebody said lambada, which is the forbidden dance.
It's a very fair point. Third Eye said, I've seen more rhythm in planks of wood.
Yeah, well, I've seen more planks of wood. That's
Get
stronger
music
than
next
you.
time. I agree. We probably needed some music just to like feel the rhythm.
Yeah,
feel the beat.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers.
Excuses.
You are production viewers, by the way. You're not production.
Just so you know, guys, they
my
literally had
gosh.
a video in front of them showing them what the dance was, so no excuses here.
No, I'm saying,
Wow.
the viewers are saying it. I said, you're not production. They got to like they're you lot.
Okay, well,
They're giving us
anyway,
ideas.
back to the football. It's been a very exciting 45 minutes of
It has,
football.
it
We've
has,
had what we thought was a controversial decision, ruling out a
Which was a
early goal
superb
in 2
decision.
minutes. It was a superb decision on replay. Then we've had another goal. So it's like been a bit non-stop this, hasn't it? And then of course we've seen Ana Valencia go off, which looked to be injured
Yes,
at the end of
not
that first
surprised.
half. Has it been what you expected it to be so far, Matisse?
I think it's been maybe a little bit better than expected in terms of there's lots of action, loads of drama, good decisions from the referee and the technology. So that's great to see. I think the standards have been set now. And I mean, the tackles have been flying in. The tackles have been really flying in. I knew somebody was going to get injured. I knew somebody was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Referee could do a bit better with controlling the game from that aspect, maybe. But yeah, we got 2 goals in one half. Can't complain. It's good.
Yeah, I like it too. It's been a high energetic World Cup game opener. It just feels like exactly that, an opener. Not for Qatar, unfortunately, because they haven't really played well, but they did grow into the game after Valencia got taken off. You can see that Ecuador are now losing their focal point up top. Yeah. So they are growing into the game, and I do think that Qatar, coming into the second half, will get a goal. Whether or not they'll get 2, don't know.
Another question.
But it has been, I've enjoyed it, very much so.
Just a good fact for you here. Qatar, prior to obviously this game, had won all 3 of their previous matches played at the Al Bayt Stadium. Yeah. They had an aggregate scoreline of 9-0. I mean, there was obviously the importance of playing at home, but Ecuador have kind of come in and undone that, haven't they?
It's what I said. I think that they've went for a defensive style, and it's just played against them, because all they're doing is inviting pressure after pressure after pressure. And Ecuador do have quality strikers. They have that Valencia, who's already shown, he scored 3 goals basically today, so he took every chance that come to him. He's done really well, and they're struggling, Qatar themselves, because they don't have that focal point that Ecuador do. So I think they need to come out, change the formation, and try and overload the top of the pitch rather than trying to look for one player.
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely. I think. And also, just to touch on Ecuador, I think they've actually got one of the slightly younger sides. During their CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying, I think their average age was about 25 years old. So actually, it's not a particularly old team. And they do have some good players. We've been praising Valencia, Casado as well, Brighton, the other Brighton player, Estupiñán, who's actually, I think he put in 22 crosses or something during their qualifying their game in South America. So they do have good players. They definitely could be one of the teams to make it out of this group. Maybe they might even be my favourites.
They drew with Brazil. They drew with Argentina as well in the qualifying. Finished 4th. So they're a good team. They're a good team.
South American still. They're still South American. And every South American country is just born footballers. That's just what they are.
Every South American team, well, most South American teams, they've got a little bit of shine to them. A little bit of shine that most other teams like Qatar don't have. So they've been worth the money to watch at the moment. You know what I mean? I think it's just at the moment the referee just has to cut out the tackles, because I don't want to see any more players get injured. We've already got enough players injured as it is going into the World Cup now. If they pick up more, because you can't Once I think it's 24 hours before your game is played, you can't make any more swaps in terms of the squad. So once these games all kick off, that's the squad. And if there's too many injuries, we're not going to have many quality players to watch. So
I mean, I like the game getting played. I do like to play on, but there's some of the tackles were too heavy. They really were.
I agree. We've got some stats from that first half. So Qatar against Ecuador. Qatar with an XG of 0.02 against Ecuador 0.99. Ecuador with 3 shots on target. Qatar with 2. Sorry, let me read that again. 2 shots in general for Qatar, 3 for Ecuador, having 2 on target, no shots on target for Qatar. There was 0 touches in the opposition box, whereas they had 10 for Ecuador. Player stats individually, Enner Valencia 2 goals, 2 shots, both on target, 4 touches in the opposition box, and Estupinan, who we were just talking about, 45 touches, had the most on the pitch, 35 passes, 28 accurate passes, and the most passes into the final third with 11. So that just shows you he's a pretty key player for them.
Yeah, so is the Premier League there and the quality that's in there.
Yeah.
It genuinely, even if it's in the lower half of the team in the table, they still recruit quality players, and we're seeing it now.
I mean, Brighton's recruitment is really good.
It's unbelievable.
It's always been incredible. It really has.
Yeah.
Since they come up with Chris, what was his name? Chris Hughton.
Chris
He's
Hughton,
Hughton, yes.
replaced by Potter.
Been brilliant.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Chris Hughton. Yeah, yes.
Whoever's making the decisions in that back of the house there, for them, they're making the right ones.
I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't.
Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Graham Robb said from the start that Ecuador will win. Good Beat said Qatar need more balls. They are too passive.
They're too passive. Have you seen the way they've been fouling?
Multiverse of Movie said Vamos Ecuador.
Vamos.
There is a super chat here that said from Hisham Mohammed, who said, I will leave Arsenal and support Tottenham if Abby will marry me. That's very nice, but it's okay. You can stay at Arsenal.
Listen, mate.
Thank you,
I understand what you're saying. Abby is all that in a bag of chips. I understand that.
I love a bag of
chips.
I love the bag of chips. Actually.
I'm sorry. Football team comes first. I'm
Absolutely,
sorry.
Ty.
Before any woman as nice as she is, football team comes first.
Would you ever change Chelsea for a woman?
Good question.
Would you change Liverpool?
No. That's like ripping the Scouse accent out of it. No.
Would you change? The thing is, it would be really tempting, but it just shows.
Was it?
No, of course.
I was getting tempted by it. Oh.
You would be you're what?
You'd be tempted.
Of course,
beloved Arsenal.
Of course, I would say no, but it would. I wouldn't just say, "Oh, go away." You know what I mean? I would be tempted because it's tempting, but you know, if it's your club, it's your club.
Immediately,
it's your heartbeat, isn't it?
The thing is that's a question that you ask very early on. I think, am I going to have to make that sacrifice? And by that stage, I don't have enough of a connection with you to have to negotiate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over. Like, let's not even bother. I'm not going to get 2 years down. Oh, what team do you support? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not getting. I'm not doing that.
That's a first date question. First minute, first hour.
Immediately.
Yeah. Ali B Gamer said he'd like to be a guest on one of the streams for Iran. So if you would like to come and join us on a stream, please get in touch with the guys, and they will speak to you.
I believe the email's down in the description potentially. Maybe.
Thank you very
Maybe
much. The email, I believe, is down there. But yes, get in touch with us, and we'll see if we can make that happen for one of the Iran games.
Right.
Cav says 3 goals in the second half for Qatar.
Oh, that would be a big ask. Big ask.
That'd be a big ask.
That would be unbelievable.
Be interested.
Ecuador need to manage the game better than that. I think if Ecuador allow that to happen, I'll be pretty disappointed in them. They need to manage the game. They're 2-0 up. Big game, first game of the group, opportunity to go top, make a statement, and try and get out of the group. They got to manage it.
You said they've been quite solid as well, didn't you, Ecuador? So
they haven't conceded goals, 4 0-0s in their last 5 games.
So
they should keep a clean sheet and maybe 1 goal, but not 2.
I think the first 20 minutes, to be honest, Qatar played the occasion. You can tell it was really overwhelming for them probably, and they made some silly mistakes. Even the goal that was offside, yes, it was definitely offside, it was. But also the keeper coming out was a mad decision. He just got quite lucky that there was a player offside. So I think they're growing into it now, aren't they? I think
definitely wasn't an offside trap they were playing there.
No, exactly.
Very lucky.
Well, I've got a quiz for everyone.
All right.
It's one of I'll read out the national. There's a lot of national days, but there's one which should be easy to guess.
We're just kicking back off, by the way, for the second half, guys. So make sure you stay here with us on DR for the second half.
Absolutely.
So kick it off.
Yeah, it should be easy to guess, and it links everybody in the world. What is a debt that nobody can repay? That's the clue.
What's the debt that no one can repay?
Yeah. To some, what is the debt that none of us can repay to someone? That's the clue.
I've heard this before and I can't get the answers. Not there.
I
Though.
feel like I have heard
This feels like
before.
a young Philly question on Wall of Comedy.
Is it something to do with like time or something?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it's nothing to do with time.
Or like, what is a debt that none of us can repay?
I've heard this question before. I have no idea what
Guys,
it
if
is.
you know in the chat, let us know.
I know, yeah.
please.
I was
Please.
like,
Oh, do you want me to say then? Huh?
Student loan?
Student loan is halfway there.
What? I'm actually close.
But what it is the clue is to someone. A debt you can't repay to somebody. That's the clue.
you're gonna have to tell us, Ty.
Your mum? Can't debt.
Is there you go.
Bang! Wow, how
Matisse's
did I
got
get
it,
that?
so
What do I win?
It's actually
it's just your mum.
national. Well, it's National Pay Back Your Parents Day.
Ah.
That's what it is today.
Okay.
There you go.
You know, and you know, I can't speak for everyone, but if I speak for myself and my family, I know there's no way I can ever repay back my dad, God rest his soul, and my mum for actually having me. You know, so you know.
They did bless us, to be fair.
Well,
Yeah,
we've all been blessed.
Thank you.
All of our parents have blessed us. If you're lucky enough to be born, you know. So how can you do? You know what I mean? And there's others as well. Do you want me to read them out? Or
Go on then.
Wholesome mood today, aren't you, Ty?
It's,
I always try to be.
it's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday actually.
It's a Sunday. And the fact it's Sunday, this is, I think it is, let me just check on my little stats here. But I believe this is the first time the tournament has kicked off on a Sunday.
No way, really?
That feels weird. I thought.
Feels like it should have
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah.
Since 1982.
Oh.
Since
Wow.
You carry on reading the stats and it's, oh.
That's absolutely
I like
brilliant.
to give you the first bit and see if you're correct.
Having said that though, I still thought they were all on Sundays and I've never seen one on a Sunday, so why did I think that? That's weird.
Right, there's some, there's some interesting one. So it's Future Teachers of America Day.
Future Teachers of America Day.
Yep.
Okay.
Transgender Day of Remembrance. Universal Children's Day.
Oh.
Africa Industrialization Day.
Sorry, it was a lot of days.
Black Consciousness Day. Christ the King Day. International Hugger Runner Day.
Hagorana.
Name Your PC Day. National Absurdity Day. That's interesting. National Child's Day. National Gary Day.
I bet
National
every day there is a
Lucia
bar.
Day.
Shout out to Gary's everywhere.
About
'cause it's
20
National
days,
Gary
20
Day.
National
Right.
Gary Day.
Who
National
knew there was a
Gary Day.
National Gary Day?
Well, listen, if Gary's ain't celebrating, then
Big up to the Garys in the chat.
Exactly. National Oscar Day as well.
And the Oscars.
And National Lucia Day as well.
And Lucia's.
National Peanut Butter Fudge Day.
Ooh.
National Sovereignty Day in Argentina. Revolution Day in Mexico. Stir Up Sunday. World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims, God rest their souls. And that's it. That's all the
Wow.
national days. Can you imagine?
I mean, that's all. That's all. There's only,
days.
there's only
Incredible.
75 of them
If
today.
you do relate to any of those days, happy day for you. Happy day. And
Happy day.
yeah. Super chat from Guna Sam, who said, women come and go, but football is forever in one's heart. Big up to everyone and Matisse's blood. Glad to see X didn't get you after pulling Saudi Arabia.
yeah, I'm still walking the streets free.
Freely.
What? Express got Saudi Arabia?
He did.
way.
He also got a PS5 last time.
He
so
did.
I feel like
Yes, he did. He
the
did.
football cycle, as they call it.
I never get lucky with my draws ever.
Neither do
Who'd you get again?
I got Cameroon.
I got Ecuador, me, so I am winning so far.
You are.
I'm
Listen,
ahead
at the
of
moment-
everybody so
Yeah.
far, so I'm winning.
The World Cup had to stop today.
It was actually
You've
like
won.
everyone who supported Spurs who was in the draw, me, X and Toby. X got Saudi.
Yeah,
I think Toby might have got Qatar.
Really?
maybe. I don't remember.
And I got Cameroon.
Yeah. So just no trophies again.
Wow.
Right.
That was proper.
Oh my gosh, Matisse.
Anyway,
Sorry.
get on with it. Back to the football. Let's
Abby's
get back
been
to the
so good as well. You
I
so
know.
good.
It's in my blood. I just can't help it.
It just literally fell out your mouth without you
Listen.
realising that you went to
It's in my blood.
She's been so good though.
Can't help it. Even with KG and you was there.
Oh, KG.
I shouldn't really pick pick a fight with KG in terms of like
Why not?
a war of words.
I mean,
Why not?
Because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Because he's a comedian.
Him and
Yes,
X
it's literally his bread and butter.
Yeah.
But what do? I still go for
Still
it.
did
No,
it.
but,
Just
yeah, but
pure
And if
stupidity.
anyone didn't
No.
see that
Yeah, but-
debate, we come in peace on AFTV. You please go and check it out because it was so funny.
Yeah, but Matisse, you say he's a comedian. That doesn't stop me arguing with him.
Yeah, I know.
You
but
know your
then
football stuff, so it doesn't matter about that.
I think you would argue with a pebble if you looked at you in the wrong way, lads, for long enough.
Well, verbally,
Depends what the pebble says.
What are you looking at, Rev?
Back to the football. So far, 5 minutes gone, 6 minutes in this game. Have you seen anything from Qatar that's made you feel a little bit more? They're back into the swing of things. They're pressing.
They're trying to be on the front foot. You
trying
can
to
see it. They're playing. I think they still got 5 at the back, but they are trying to put the ball forward. I think I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they're just lacking in certain areas of quality. So when they're trying to do long balls over the top, it's just not landing where it should do. It's not going to the player that it should do. They're struggling at the moment. They really are. But then they are getting a bit of a bet. They're starting better than they did last time, so they're growing.
Bit more
They're
possession. Yeah,
A bit more positive play.
but they are struggling for quality and execution right now. They really look at this. They don't quite know what to do, and I think yeah. I think the second game they play, going into their second game, they'll play much better. I think this one was the first 20 minutes took them out of the game.
Yeah, and it was a very busy 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look to tomorrow. Because obviously this is the only game today.
Yeah.
The first game tomorrow is England, who take on Iran.
yeah.
Also in that group is Wales and the USA. So
Yes.
I know that we haven't really been too positive maybe about England in this World Cup, which is a little bit odd to me because why do we feel so pessimistic? Is that just an English thing? Because in the last 2 tournaments we've been semi-finalists and finalists.
Yeah, we're pessimistic because we haven't won it for 50 years or 60, 70
But
years.
shouldn't we be excited and confident going into this?
No.
Third time's charm.
No. Like, we've had Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes, Frank Lampard, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand. Like, they've some of the best players we've ever had in our country, and we still didn't win. I think what I am excited to see is the young footballers play together. I do like the brand of, and I'm not going to say brand of football that we play, the type of social situation in the team. They represent England really well. You've got young players like Foden, Saka, Rashford, all really good human beings, and I do like seeing them play
They seem
together.
like a genuinely very together group,
Camaraderie.
don't they?
Yeah. There's a lot.
Which they didn't have during that golden generation.
Yeah,
You know,
because they were clicky.
very clicky.
Yeah.
And obviously they aren't like that now. But do you think that there's been a lot of, not hate towards Gareth Southgate, but people just thinking that he shouldn't be in the job because of what's happened since the Euros? You know, they haven't won in six, I believe it is as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
They've been conceding. They conceded 2 goals the whole of the Euros, and I think they've conceded 8 since that in all the games that they've played. So it is a bit of a different contrast. But is that because he was trying out different formations, different styles, different people in different positions, different teams? Is that what we should kind of be looking at rather than basing, you know, saying, oh, the tactics have all gone downhill, it's all boring and stuff? Because we weren't too boring, especially after we got through the groups in the Euros, I felt.
I think that when you're playing cup games and you're playing knockout games, there's a whole different mentality that goes into that than when you're playing a friendly. There's so many convoluted reasons as to why we didn't really play well in the the National League or whatever. One of them was definitely he's rotating players. He's trying to find who he's going to bring in for the next World Cup. He's trying different formations, and also they definitely took the foot off the English lads. You could tell they weren't playing to their best ability. That might be to do with the games that they were playing in the Premier League.
It was the Nations League.
Exactly.
Is anybody actually
really taking
bothered
that
about the
seriously?
Nations League?
No, not in my opinion.
With the amount of fixtures that we had to pile in before this, was the Nations League actually really necessary to put that there?
I personally don't rate the competition very highly.
No.
I didn't watch it. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really like the Nations League. I feel like you can see the players playing in it, that it's not their priority. And on top of that, people are picking up hamstring injuries and whatnot. And there was a lot of injuries in the last Nations League. A lot of people were picking up injuries. So I personally feel we could do without. But I think people are probably hesitant on England is because there's context to it. I think
Ecuador through.
Ecuador, go on. Lovely. Good save. There's context to the World Cup, obviously who we played up until we played someone serious and then immediately gone. Euros in our own country, yes, we got to the final, but it feels like a missed opportunity, and I think it was personally. Not the best Italy team you're ever going to play. They're not even in this World Cup. Still a good team, but again, it was in your own backyard. And going into this World Cup, you just know that the teams we're coming up against, again, if we come up against a top team, is Southgate the right guy to take you to that next level to win and get you over the line? I don't know. So,
But
I'm not
who
really
would
too
be
sure.
then? Let's ask that
I think
question.
Thomas Tuchel. He's available.
Is Thomas
He's-
Tuchel going to want
He's
to
a-
manage a
To win? Yeah.
Is he going to want to manage
I think
a national team?
I think apparently he's interested, and again, not for the style of football. Obviously, people will have their. But I think if you're not going to play, I've said it to you before, Conte. If you're not going to play a particularly pleasing on the eye style of football, then you got to win. And I think Thomas Tuchel's shown in cup competitions, getting to 2 finals against Liverpool, with a Liverpool team that are obviously better than Chelsea, but again going to penalties both times, winning the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. He's a winner. He wants to win, especially in cup tournaments, in taking PSG to the final as well, which is looked to, kind of not looked upon as a great achievement, but they don't get to the final. That's the first time they got to the final in God knows how long. So I think that's a winner that you're bringing in, and I think this England team need to win. It's a great team. When you look at that England team, it should be able to go toe to toe with the best if you bring the defenders maybe that we want to see.
But you would say that it hasn't not gone toe to toe with the best for the most part.
I think when it comes
you'd
up,
say it in the Italy game, in the Euros. You'd
yeah,
say that
knocked out Germany, so that was good.
They did knock out Germany,
Yeah.
and I'd say that first half, until Italy changed their own tactics,
Yeah.
I think we were just late to kind of change.
I think
out.
Southgate's
That would be hopefully what he's learned from.
His experience
Yeah.
as well, like
He's got to
Chiellini
show,
pulling
yeah.
Saka back. That was a great move.
At
lad.
half time,
We
you
hated it.
definitely didn't think we were losing that against Italy.
You've got to be realistic as well. Like Gareth Southgate has taken England further than any other manager since
I agree.
1966.
Absolutely.
And that's it. With the style of football, and exactly what Mitty said.
true.
If you play that style of football, there has to be a reason for it, and it has to be winning games. That's it. Because if you don't play attractive football, the fans are going to go right off your side very quickly.
Exactly.
And that's what people are essentially doing with Gareth Southgate now. He's had 6 bad games, 4 bad games. He hasn't won, and now they're like, well, what's the point in playing this pragmatic football if we're not even going to get across the line? There is no point, so let's get someone else in. But I think we've got to give him his respect and give him he's got enough credit in the bank, having taken us to a semi-final and a final. Got to give him his respect and definitely give him his time in this World Cup. And I think England will perform better than everyone's being pessimistic
I
about.
think we're just being typical England fans.
We're trying to protect that little threat. What do you expect semi-final? Yeah.
I think quarters are the biggest disappointing considering the semi and the final. But I think semi and quarters are the disappointing considering the semi and the final. I think semi is I think you'd say that.
I think the same applies to Champions League. I think if you get to a semi-final, then it's open sesame forever up from there. But you can't ever expect to win a World Cup, especially with the teams that we're surrounded by.
Yeah, massive degree of looking at every single cup competition as well. So you need that on your side, and it might do.
I mean, you look at the great teams, Brazil, Argentina. It's been a while since I'm obviously England, way longer, but we haven't. I haven't, seen an Argentina win a World Cup for. I mean, God knows how long. So you can't expect it. When was the last time they won?
1988, something like that.
I think it was, it
1978. Wasn't a great time for the country,
they won it
lad,
78.
When it wasn't a great time.
No. They won it recently, didn't they? They won it last time they won it with Maradona, isn't it?
Maradona,
so it was 1986 when Maradona ran it.
Yeah.
That's the last time they won it.
Yeah. And it wasn't a great time for the country and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just see what you guys are saying. Nobby says Southgate bottled the final. What a waste of time.
He didn't, but I
energy,
don't agree with that.
He went to penalties.
When he says these players have never let me down, what the fuck? But I think that's harsh.
I think it's harsh. I think
that's harsh. To say that he let them down, that they let him down. I think those penalties. I think that maybe there were other players in the squad who could have potentially stepped up over some of those younger ones. But I think credit to the young players for stepping up, taking it on their shoulders, because there's a lot of players who were more senior who didn't take that.
That's not the manager's fault. That's the senior players going. I'm too scared to take a penalty.
Yes.
And the young players with the camera
there. And whatever happens. But you know what? At least I had the bottle to do that. And I would say the only thing you can fault him for in that final is that he maybe was too late. Once Italy changed their tactics at half time, I think he was a little bit late to respond. But still went to penalty. Lots of people saying England, excuses, England got relegated, they lost twice to Hungary.
Yeah, but that's Nations League though.
Does anybody care about the Nations League?
That's the Nations League.
I think you're really clutching at straws.
I don't care. I'm not going to lie. Like, we always speak about England winning 5-0 against San Marino and all these
doesn't matter.
No, we don't care. It doesn't matter. So we can't say now, we lost to Hungary, now we have to care.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm only interested in what England do when it's serious.
That's true.
When we get to the tournament, That's the England games I'm looking at. I didn't watch them against Hungary. I'm not going to watch them against San Marino. I'm not going to watch them against Liechtenstein. I don't care how they perform in these games, to be honest. I want to see what they're going to do. The only thing I'll say for Southgate is I wish he would use the Ivan Tonys in matches like that. Yeah. I think when you bring Ivan Toney, obviously now with the whole betting thing in the FA, he's not going to be involved. But when I think you use these games, I don't want to see Harry Maguire against San Marino. You know, let's see some players that we haven't seen before. I want to see more, if anything, more rotation, more players that we haven't seen.
It's pre-season, isn't it? For me, that's what this is. It's a pre-season for these tournaments. And if we're going on tournament performances, then England have done well in the last 2 tournaments. Very well. In fact, better than a lot of the other countries would have thought England would have done.
Better than I think the whole nation would have thought. And like we said, he's the only manager to take us as far as we've got in God knows how
70,
many years.
60 years.
So I think we need
since South Rams, isn't it?
He's absolutely he's earned the respect and the credit in the bank, and I think don't judge it off the Nations League. Let's judge it off this tournament. Yeah. And if
I think this will be his last tournament.
They go out early, then you know. Then
12 years.
Apparently, this will be his last tournament anyway.
8 years.
Really?
I think he said that.
Is that what he said?
12.
Has it been? Yeah.
God.
Is it?
Like that, I think so.
8 years. Really? Can't be.
I think it's less than that.
If it's 8 years, that's unbelievable. When was he appointed?
No, because straight after Roy Hodgson was Allardyce. After Hodgson was Allardyce, which didn't last for that long.
Abby, you mean Allardyce? You mean Sam Allardyce? You mean Sam Allardyce, the crook? The corrupt crook.
I ain't got
that got sacked. No beef
for Sam Allardyce.
No, I have. You're a crook. What a crook.
He did manage Blackburn.
He managed Blackburn. He managed Bolton. He managed Newcastle, and he got relegated with West Brom. Great,
did he manage
fantastic.
Huh? Did Sam Allardyce do Everton? No.
And West Ham.
No, Bolton.
No, not Everton.
I'm not sure. Anyway, West Brom, million times.
Yeah. James said, and West Ham as well.
He was at Everton.
Yeah. Blackburn, Newcastle. He got sacked by Newcastle as well.
Anyway, right.
What a loser in football terms.
Thought about England's group, because I assume you would think that hopefully they will top the group. So then who would you put in that second spot? Wales, USA or Iran?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, USA, right, they're getting better and better at soccer. They're getting better at
soccer.
Not in great form though.
Just to pause you really quickly. Abhinav said, I love Doyle's Scouse accent, love from India. I love Doyle's Scouse accent, love from India. I love Doyle's Scouse accent, love from India.
Thank you so much. I think you might be the only person that likes it.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like
Doyle's supposed to say, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much.
I'm sure I'd like your accent too.
Brilliant. Oh, I like that. That's really nice.
Sorry, carry on. Just wanted to give you that love.
My brain went blank after that, sorry.
USA, soccer.
Oh, right, yeah. Look at Jesse March, what he's doing. He's bringing in young players like Aronson, who's brilliant. Actually, really good.
Tyler
Adams. And Tyler Adams, centre defensive mid. Like, they haven't got a little team. They've got Sargent.
Yeah, trusty.
Got a few little players as well. And I'm like, if there's anything that Americans are, right?
Weston McKennie, right?
Weston McKennie,
yeah. Rayner as well.
Yeah. If there's any,
Claudio Rayner's son, isn't it?
If there's anything that Americans are, it's athletic, okay? They're the best in the Olympics for a reason, because they are absolute athletes. So it's going to take, it's only going to be about 20 years or something before they become really good at football as well, because they dominate in every other sport. So they are getting better and better and better, and I think more money is going into the league. They're trying to attack old superstars by going into leagues to bring more TV rights and all this type of mumbo jumbo. So they are getting better. Having said that, Wales is a surprise package, aren't they, sometimes?
I wouldn't underestimate Wales.
I wouldn't. You never can, lads. You never.
I think Wales. Remember they got to the semis of the Euros.
Yeah,
they did.
Was it 16?
They beat Belgium.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale is the key though. I don't know how he's been doing in LA, but he's gonna.
He's done alright. I think they won MLS. He won MLS Cup, didn't he?
Yeah. He scored an equaliser in the 119th minute.
That's right.
Get them across the line.
Obviously Aaron Ramsey as well.
Joe
Allen. These guys are still in the team as well.
Joe Allen,
be critical for them. I mean, when I looked at
Nico Williams.
When I looked at Wales' squad outside of Nico Williams, there's a few fresh guys, but there's a lot of guys that have been there.
Done it.
And it's like, when do they get to that point where they're over the hill? Is it going to be this tournament, or will they have one last? Will they have one last tournament left in them to pull off a shot? I'd say Iran as well. Don't rule them out.
No,
Iran could cause problems.
Could you imagine tomorrow if England lose 1-0 to Iran?
I can
see that.
I think we can all go, yep.
We can all see that, can't we? Which is a bit worrying.
I can see England peppering that goal and then just having a defensive frailty, making a mistake, and everyone going, what happened there? Well, 1-0 down. I can see that without a shadow of a doubt. Well, this
It
is...
depends what defence he plays, because he's got a lot of out-of-form defenders, Maguire.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Dyer.
ask his defenders
Dyer.
to do much, mate. That's the whole,
Dyer.
that's the
John
whole thing
Stones
with
has
the
played
system.
right back, hasn't he, all season? Was it right back? Most of the
Okay,
time?
yeah, on occasion for
On
City,
occasion
he
for
has,
City, a lot
yeah.
of the season,
Gareth
hasn't he?
Southgate.
Ben White, the same right back.
Ben White,
as
same.
well.
Ben, yeah.
Gareth Southgate doesn't ask his defenders to do much football playing, and what I mean by that is the reason why I said it on the last stream. Harry Maguire made his success right in Leicester from clearing the ball, getting his head on it, getting stuck in. That's what he's brilliant at. What he's not good at, and now he's not having a good career at Man United, is going to the halfway line, getting the ball to his feet, dribbling, passing it, seeing a knife for the pass, all that type of stuff. He doesn't have. But in this England team, he does have that because he plays to his strengths. So I can't see him asking much of his defenders this tournament, and I think we'll still do well because of it. It's the same reason why Trent doesn't start for England, because we don't play attacking football. We play defensive, pragmatic football.
Probably be Trippier starting.
Trippier, I like Trippier a lot. I'd like to see him at left back actually.
I don't really like Trippier at left back. I think it looks
Why?
a bit weird. I just want a left footer over there.
I get it.
Yeah, I do prefer
For
having
balance.
people in their actual positions.
I get it.
Didn't bring Dan Burn from Newcastle.
I think
No.
Trippier's one of
And
them.
probably should have brought Dan Burn.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely should have brought Dan Burn.
I think Trippier's one of them players that you can trust on his left foot, though. I really do. I think he's got the quality on both feet. I think he does. Such a great deliverer of the ball.
I think
Okay, so who are we putting as their second choice?
Second choice.
Second out of the group. If we're
second out of the
assuming
group.
England are first.
I'm
Assuming,
going to
assuming
say
we're picking
USA.
England. USA
Yeah.
over Wales.
Yeah.
I'd say Wales.
I feel like Bales.
I would.
It's tight.
I would say
Right.
Wales, but I would say that there is the thing that we all forget, that there's a third best placed team as well. They go through as well. I don't know how. I don't know how that
So
works.
whoever
but
gets
there's
the
a third-
highest points
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Out
I
of
didn't
the
know that
third
worked.
place
Yeah.
teams go through.
Well, I was just doing my top
That's
two.
the
to be
kind
fair,
of
but I
group
didn't
where
actually
you
know
could
that.
see.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
there
that.
is third best placed team that
So
go through as
then
well.
you
so.
would assume that it would be USA Wales.
Yeah. I think
Yeah. I'll say Wales. Yeah, I'd say Wales second. England first, Wales second. Yeah.
I think USA are going to get out of the group this time. I do.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to try and show that they're good at football this season. And again, similar to like the South American countries, America is hot. A lot of states are hot. So they'll be used to this type of climate as well. So
Hot, hot, hot.
yeah, so
Hot, hot, hot.
Actually, another
well,
song.
you know.
Don't it's good at
Feeling
mentioning
hot,
songs.
hot.
Yeah, that's right.
I was teeing
By
you
the
up for it. I
legend,
thought
the
you were gonna
legend,
jump on it, to be
the
fair.
legend Arrow, the legend that is Arrow.
Literally teed you up. Didn't even get out of the park.
Sorry.
Well, thank you, Abby.
I was trying to see if Ecuador
who's
gonna
he play for?
step it back up, but
Maybe that's a dance
Does
you
he
could have
play
done,
for
Abby.
as well?
Then.
Does he play for Brighton?
No disrespect. That's
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that's a dance you could have done.
I swear he plays for
When we
someone.
was doing
we
our
could have
dance.
done that. We could have done that one.
I'm not sure.
For next time, we've got a lot of streams this World Cup, guys. There's going to be a lot more dances
Yeah.
coming your way. And
Yeah.
I swear we have more rhythm than what we just showed.
Or should we say choreography?
That's it. We should work on something. We should actually devise a dance.
Yes.
Put out here every single.
They're all going to
every
go to
single time.
Matisse' house and go into his bedroom and all just start dancing to a little routine.
Let's see what
year
you
six
Going to his
guys,
bedroom. That's a bit random, isn't it?
yeah,
in front of the mirror.
listen,
Let's see what you guys think.
I'll definitely make sure the music's playing.
What would you have on, Matisse? As a dance tune.
Tomorrow, Iran, England. They're saying there isn't a third place tie.
Okay.
But
Well,
if there is, then people say
there
England,
used to be.
England first,
Oh, okay.
Iran second, USA third, Wales fourth.
Iran second. Interesting.
I think I had Iran in predictions.
That's interesting.
Jake Cameron keeps saying if Arsenal win the league, I should do a forfeit. I don't see why I should do.
You should do a full. Why should Abby do a
Arsenal,
full
I think
thing?
that will be my punishment enough. God forbid that
Yeah, I
actually
agree with that.
happens.
God forbid it does happen.
God
God
forbid.
don't forbid it does happen.
Doyle, what I have to ask, right? If Everton ever won the league,
Yeah.
in the future, what would be the response in Liverpool for
That's a
Liverpool
good question.
fans? Would you even care? Because, I mean, obviously you would care, but would you really feel the same animosity, obviously, Abby, towards Arsenal?
No, because they've not won anything.
Yeah. So it's like have fun.
I mean, I wouldn't
enjoy
be
it.
happy about it. I wouldn't be like,
You wouldn't be happy
Everton won
about
the
it,
league. But also I'd be like,
Kinda
good on you, so you finally got something like,
Yeah,
well
yeah.
done, not like your little brother. Like you beat him all the time.
I feel like it's a bit
FIFA,
different,
And then
yeah.
your little brother beats you one time and you go, all right, lads, yeah, well done.
Yeah, I feel like,
you can have that one.
Patronize.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a
it
bit
is,
different,
unfortunately.
different vibe.
If they win more cups, then I won't patronise them, lad, but they haven't, unfortunately.
Because
so
I
I'm
know
not
if Tottenham won the league, Arsenal fans would not be like, no, they would be fuming.
Yeah, it's mad, because you
Yeah,
haven't
no,
won
but-
anything.
yeah, but-
What you
Yeah,
think
fuming.
Tottenham fans would be?
No, if Tottenham won the league, I don't think Arsenal fans would be like, oh, there's your first one, well done.
But it's
I don't
different.
think they'd be like that.
It's
I think they'd
Obviously
be,
not. But
no,
do you
they'd be
think, do you
fuming.
think
That's
Spurs
all.
fans would be like, oh, good for you, it's been a while.
Well, of course, but you guys can't play that role, you know. with Arsenal.
Different, lads. It's
I mean, the
absolutely
worst thing that can happen would be for that to
Yeah,
happen.
it would be violence.
I don't know, it's just
Well, let's hope
not-
not. Let's hope not, Matty.
It
Let's
actually,
hope
it
not.
actually makes me feel violently sick. Like I can't even talk about it. It's like it's just not going to happen. So
You know, but you don't know that. I hope it
like
does
it's-
happen.
I don't know that, but I'm banking that it doesn't happen because you won't see me again.
Well,
I
listen,
will not come back.
Abby
in here.
resigns.
it's been nice to see you then, Abby, because I hope it does happen.
Breaking news: Abby resigns.
Abby quits.
I wouldn't want you to go away.
With
But
immediate.
Yeah.
immediate
I wouldn't want you to go away, but I want us to win the league.
Yeah. City,
He's happy to
up
test the
Liverpool.
waters.
Yeah,
On
I
your-
mean, we're not going
Yeah.
anywhere
your
near it, like,
resignation.
but I can't see them getting past City, like that's for sure.
I can't see it.
I could just
No,
imagine
nobody-
Abby
no-
posted a massive statement on her.
But a lot of
Instagram.
Yeah, it's
a
with,
lot-
it's with great sorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of
I've
people
had to hand
can't.
in my notice.
A lot of people can't, which
You've
helps
still got
us.
to play
I
them
think you should
twice.
just do that as a
We
meme,
have to,
you know.
we have to.
You've got
regardless.
and you're 5 points ahead, so there's
happens.
6 points
It's
right
funny.
there that they could straight take away from you.
That's true, but what if we beat them?
I know.
You
I
know.
know.
Honestly, why are people coming
No.
for Tottenham? I have a day off. Ty Wolf said, how do England fans feel that you're the international version of Tottenham? All talk, but in the end, you're always in Scotland.
Oh, but that's
Fair
harsh.
play. How can we argue with that? Fair play.
Well,
We don't
that's
feel
hard.
great about it. We're very pessimistic, and
Well,
yeah,
that's a bit-
you
that's
can
a bit
see
harsh.
that
That's a bit harsh.
we're not really enthusiastic, are we? We're never usually like, yeah, we're gonna win everything. Like that's just.
But then having said that, if you look at the stats, England won the World Cup in 1996. In 1966, Tottenham won the league in 61. That's 5 years, isn't it? 5 years different. But then I don't think so, because Tottenham did win.
We had
what-
one thing since
Yeah, that's what I mean.
1961.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the league, because you're looking at the World Cup, innit? The World Cup that England won, isn't it?
Yeah, but he is
And
right.
they-
They're
I think-
definitely right. We do talk a lot of smack about our players in our Premier League and all that, and then never win anything. So fair
Anyway,
play.
you can just hold the Tottenham hate because we're having a. Didn't we say we've parked?
Paused, parked,
We've parked,
Meant to have.
paused, dropped off.
Yeah. the club football.
Club football.
I mean, I did think I'd be able to forget about it, hopefully, over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
DR
that's that.
Sports.
I need to as well.
That's
mate, to
kind
be
of
quite
what I
honest with
need.
you.
Yeah,
So I'm
exactly.
hoping that will
We're all
happen.
in a little break
Look.
at the moment.
Yes.
There was a chat. I can't actually find it. Oh, there we go. Gus, the Red Devils, said, "What's your thoughts on CR7?" Of course,
He's a hero.
we can't really.
What a great man. What fantastic.
We can't really not
Way to
talk
bring
about
Manchester
what's
United
gone on
together.
this
Brilliant.
You're
Yeah.
thinking that after he said he'd be happy with Arsenal.
Well, yeah, we
winning.
just need to talk about what's gone on this week. I mean, we weren't meant to be talking domestically, but this is actually worldwide, I guess, and it
That's-
will actually impact his role in Portugal because from what we've seen so far with training, he's getting a little bit of a cold shoulder. He also didn't play that last friendly game the other day against Nigeria.
He did.
So I just want to get your thoughts, Matisse. Why don't you start us off? What's your thoughts? I'm yet to watch the second half of the interview. I
I've
did
watched
watch
all of it, yeah.
So yeah, what
All right.
did you make of it?
It didn't change my opinions too much. I always said that all the personal stuff in terms of, you know, the troubles that he had personally with the birth of his kid, the difficulties that she had with the health as well.
His wife.
I always felt like he was obviously in the right for not going to pre-season on that. I thought Man United were whoever's responsible for putting out the media side of things, whether it's a statement to let people know why he's not a pre-season, I felt like they just let the rumours just hang in the air, and then he felt like they didn't believe him. Completely on his side with all of that. I felt like Manchester United acted really poorly on that side of things. They should have made that very clear statement. This is why he's not here. And to be fair, I never really understood. I never really believed it. He's the ultimate professional in terms of training. He takes care of himself. He's never had any issues in terms of, you know, professionalism at any club. So I always felt like that situation was very weird. Yes, his future might have been up in the air, but there's always got to be a proper, serious reason as to why he's not going to pre-season. He's the first one in, last one out in training. So I felt like that side of things very, very poor. I do still feel like maybe his behaviour has, from that moment, has been a little bit more, you know, up in the air. Maybe because personally he's been going through it. But I do feel like him leaving the stadium was still wrong. You know, at no point for me should you leave the stadium. Refusing to come on, players have done it before. I don't agree with it. I still feel like you should always go on for your team. I don't feel like it's actually. I personally, he will obviously disagree. I don't think it's disrespectful to have to come on for 3 minutes. I think you got to come on. You know, your manager needs you. I've seen Michy Batshuayi come on. The full-time whistle blown, he just walks back off. Yeah, I've seen a lot worse than 3 minutes. I've seen people come on for 3 seconds. Yep. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that was disrespectful, and I feel like Ten Hag has given him captaincy. Obviously, we're never going to know what happens behind the scenes, but he's given him captaincy. He's played him in the Europa League games. He hasn't played that great. He's played him in some Premier League games. He hasn't really played that great. So I don't know how that disrespect. I don't know if that's really that deep for me, but yeah, him leaving the stadium was wrong for me twice on 2 occasions, one with a group and one by himself.
I know you've had a similar situation with Lukaku at Chelsea.
Yeah.
This I think is actually, is this worse?
Is it worse?
I think this is worse in a different way.
I don't think
I think the Lukaku thing is bad because he'd only been back for 3 months and was like, I've made a mistake, I need to go back. I think the Ronaldo thing, it's obviously a build-up of things. I think it's more the attacking of, you know, stuff with the Glazers, which I know would obviously get some fans on side, but maybe attacking Ten Hag.
That's wrong as well, I feel.
I think the pettiness with Wayne Rooney, things like that. Maybe that's where it
I think he does have to appreciate Wayne Rooney a lot more than he does.
Yeah.
For what Wayne Rooney did for his career at Man United, sacrificing himself. I remember so many times seeing Wayne Rooney playing out on the flank.
Yeah.
And that was just like, do your job, because Ronaldo's the main man here, and you're gonna have to track back and all these things. Ji-Sung Park was brilliant for that team as well, very underrated. Darren Fletcher, all these guys. So I do think he has to be a bit more appreciative. I do think he doesn't take criticism well. I don't think what most of the pundits have said about him has been disrespectful. I think he's been honest, and I think you have to take that. You know, whether you agree with them or you don't. I don't think you need to be cold shouldering people on TV, etc. I think that's where I think that's where his ego is. But am I surprised he has an ego? No. Yeah. Am I surprised that Piers Morgan massaged his ego in that interview? No. You know, Ronaldo's... Yes, of course. Like, Piers Morgan is I've seen Piers Morgan... Piers Morgan do interviews, and I've seen him, you know, not massage the ego like that. That was a deer in headlights kind of moment for Piers Morgan.
What we're seeing from Ronaldo right now is a human reaction, and what I mean by that is people make mistakes and they do things wrong and they don't always behave in the right ways. Yeah. He's coming to the end of his career. It's probably hurting him to be at the end of his career without a shadow of a doubt.
But you don't want to be remembered for doing things
like this. No, you don't, and this is why his behaviour is silly. But also, he was not protected by his club, like Matisse said, in the pre-season when all this emotional stuff, and if that's happening to you in your life,
that's the start of
massive effect.
Absolutely.
He doesn't feel protected, and now he's on the defensive, and his defensiveness is to go aggressive and attack. That's why he's walking off the pitch to say, I'm done, this is over, I don't want to do this anymore.
And also he was open about wanting to leave in the summer, and if they kept him, which I think for a complete commercial and financial gain, I think that he could have also said, I'll take a pay cut.
Take the pay cut,
take the pay cut, and I'll go and put me on the transfer list.
He needs to realise his reality. That's what he needs to realise.
I do think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I
exactly.
really do. I really do. I don't think he's all wrong in everything he's saying.
Agreed.
I think that there's certain things where he's wrong, but I think that we're never going to know if the club were particularly wrong in their handling. There were other rumblings with other players before that they weren't the best in that situation.
The reality is, for a top club, his contribution is not enough anymore in terms of leading the line.
He scored 24 goals last season, though, lads.
People mention those goals, but the context for me is never applied because those goals came in clunks. Hat-trick against Tottenham, hat-trick against Norwich, I don't know. But when I looked back at the goals, they came in chunks. And I looked at
with them, though. He
did. But where did they finish? Were they successful last season with him? No.
They brought in Ralph Rangnick, and that was never going to
Yeah,
work.
of course, yeah.
The failure of last season for
Manchester
not solely
United
on him.
Was not solely exactly.
Down to him. And the reason, you know, that the club is in that situation is not because
for
of
sure.
Ronaldo.
But I do agree with Jamie Carragher's opinion on this, and I think you have to play as a team. And when you put Ronaldo up front, you are servicing him. And I don't think that's the way football's going. The top teams don't service any one player unless they're at the peak of their powers. And Ronaldo, if you're going to be a top team, you don't service a declining 37-year-old striker. You just don't do it. You're not going to win big trophies doing that. So I think he wants to be and feels he can still contribute because, of course, that's all he's ever done. And the stats show that he does that. But for me, I think Ten Hag's right doing what he's doing and trying to phase him out. Maybe he's done it wrong, in the wrong way. But I think I personally wouldn't be starting him, and I don't think he should be starting.
This all comes down to a lack of communication between both parties, and both of them feeling like they've had to be defensive with one another. So Ronaldo doesn't feel protected, is lashing out, and then the club now is feeling is on the defensive again because he's lashed out at them, and it's just been a lack of professionalness from both sides. I think I really do. He just needs professionalism. I think he just needs now Ronaldo to admit his wrongs. Which
he won't do,
and he won't. Yeah, he probably won't. And understand where he is in his career right now, and just
he can still finish.
I think it's interesting because obviously when Ten Hag comes in, he's not going to want Ronaldo there because it's not what he's building. There's no point. He's on a 2-year contract. He's got 1 year left on his contract. And what's the point of building a team about Ronaldo when he's going to go? He's also 37. So I can understand him being like, you're going to be more of a bit part player. Ronaldo not liking that. Him taking that as he doesn't respect me, and it will escalate him from that point on.
Exactly. Goals like this.
I just want to read what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Eric Toe said he'll definitely be moving to Chelsea in January.
Oh my God, no.
If he does,
I
don't think he will.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah,
I wouldn't like Ronaldo.
I don't.
Such a Todd Bowley signing.
I don't think he will. People are running with a Daily Mail story, which they don't usually do, but of course in this aspect,
Obviously other papers are available.
That's what they want. I don't think he will, because Todd Bowley's already shown that he is not going to override a manager's wish on Ronaldo, which he didn't with Tuchel, and he didn't even really believe in Tuchel as much as maybe he could have.
Yeah.
But Potter, this is a manager that he believes in, and for me, I know Potter will not want Ronaldo based on reports and based on the way he plays. So if he does come in, he would have overrided the manager. And then I think Chelsea would deserve to finish outside top 4, and that's where they will finish. But I don't think it will happen.
Well, let's see.
Interesting.
What else are you guys saying in here? Hold on one moment. Ronaldo ripping the heart out of United. Such disrespect for his former club. Nibby said CR7 is a crybaby. Eric Ten Hag will be a failure, said Level Earth.
Hopefully.
Mr. Leo G said stop defending him because he caused problems at Juventus as well. In all honesty, I think Juventus had caused themselves problems with the financial side of things.
Exactly.
More than anything.
It's just a big shame. That's what this is.
I don't think it's a shame.
I do.
I don't think it's a shame. It's a shame for Ronaldo, but I don't think it's a shame on the real thing. And I'll be real. I don't think it's a shame for Manchester United, because I remember in the weekend. I'll bring up the weekend show again with Robbie, Abby, and Matisse. Somebody said that this has been coming, because that is the way Manchester United have run. They've got away for years with cheating, with egos. So is it any wonder now that somebody comes up and says this? They've got away with it for years, even from Ferguson. I think they've forgotten what they've got away with. You know, I mean, and also with Ronaldo, off the pitch, I've got to be careful what I say. I haven't seen him do anything.
They have a problem. What they have a problem with Man United, unfortunately, since Ferguson, is
it's not unfortunately though. It's great. It's great.
I mean, I'm a Scouser lad. I don't like Man United, but also these are all people. Like, I can recognise that there's a backstage type of toxicity that's there, where players have more control over the club than managers and whatever else, and that's why Ole come in and was like, everyone's cool, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. And he soothed them all, and it wasn't necessarily the right thing to do, but he did steady the ship. Now Ten Hag has come in and he's like, no, right, this is Man United, and this is where I'm going to run the club. Nobody's bigger than the club. Don't care who you are, what you've got to say. If you don't play well, you don't play, and if you don't respect the club, you don't play either. And that's what they need. They absolutely need
that's a model, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to do that, mate.
And have
the
that
club
firm
is the top. That's what everything is for the club. Everything. There's a reason why Liverpool players don't have that toxicity, because it's always been, if you come to sign for us, lad, you play for the badge and that's it. Don't play for anything else. You play for the badge and the fans that are coming to pay to watch you. And that's what Man United need to get back to. Ferguson was the best at that. Yeah. Ferguson made planks of wood into fantastic footballers because he made them respect the things that they were doing. He gave them the whats and the whys, and they all believed in him. It's as simple as that, and that's what Ten Hag is going to do in this squad. And unfortunately, as a repercussion, Ronaldo has to suffer for it, and that is crap for him, but also a reality that he's in. And if he wants to change that, take a massive pay cut, go to another club, and he'll have you, lad. That's it.
But though you say that, for me, on the seriously, if it is true, and I'm not saying if it is true, because he's saying that they didn't believe him. If that is true, that's absolutely disgusting.
It is. But unfortunately, we're never going to know. It's going to be 6 of 1 half dozen. Exactly. You have to choose what you believe or not.
No.
I want to head back to the game. There is around 7 minutes of regular time left in Qatar, Ecuador.
So Ecuador won.
It's been slightly less exciting than the first half, I would say.
Ecuador is doing exactly what they need to do.
Nullifying it.
Yeah.
Just trying to stop them from playing football. And I give Qatar credit. They have played better this half than they did in the first.
They have,
I think they should have played like this from the get-go. The occasion, it was all the occasion. I think this. You seen
it was. The
goalkeeper's first mistake when it was an offside goal.
Yeah.
That was the telltale sign for me that their heads have gone a little bit. They're like, we need to win today.
Panic stations, must win, opening game.
They'll play better next game though.
Yeah.
I promise you they'll play better next game.
They will do. Also, guys, don't forget to get your picks in via the DR Sports Prediction Battle app. There is a little QR code at the bottom of the screen, or there is a link in the chat as well. Get your predictions in for England versus Iran tomorrow. I think kickoff is at 1 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah. 1 o'clock
tomorrow.
I can't wait to.
Our time. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
There's going to be a lot of people that miss these games for sure, isn't there?
I'm gonna be missing it. I'm gonna be at work then.
I'm going to be.
There's a lot. Not that one. I'm Senegal. But there's a lot of 10 a.m. kickoffs coming up as well.
There are. We've got a lot of 10 a.m. kickoffs. I will be here on most of those 10 a.m.
Fun.
kickoffs.
I'd be so excited.
But luckily for me, I get James with me, our lovely James from our VAR
Clever
room.
James. Clever James.
Clever James.
Lucky James, isn't it?
And we'll be with him Tuesday morning alongside Lee Judges as well.
Oh, the judge.
The judge.
The judge.
Oh,
Judge.
the pass.
Overhit
a chance.
the
Oh, why did he do
No.
that? That was terrible decision.
If he had just backhilled it, maybe, or just
stop the ball.
Yeah.
Or should we say the judge, the new actor from Hollywood? Hollywood signed the judge up.
Exactly.
Look
There
at
we
that.
go.
Do you know
That's
Pete and
Hollywood.
Baz? You know Pete and Baz from Jerome Daily? Nah, probably not.
No, I don't know.
Also,
Why?
Because that's who Lee Judges remind me of. That's what I was saying to Doyle. Yeah. When he was doing the ad. It's the cap that did it. I thought he was honestly going to start rapping.
and a little pipe.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Listen,
Stepping outside the BMW.
Listen,
rapping.
Vinnie Jones done it. Why not Lee Judges?
Also, do you know what I would like to do?
It's true.
Hey,
Let's get Lee a deal. Let's do
Exactly.
it.
I've just
Petition
thought
to
of
get Lee a
something right
deal.
now. Yeah, I've just thought of something.
Yes.
I want a competition because there's going to be a lot of streams right for this World Cup.
Go on.
There
Right.
is.
I want the
good shot.
viewers to pick their best football shirts from a guest. I
Yeah, that's
really
a great
want them to
idea.
do that. Pick the best one. And the worst one has to eat a chili or something. You know?
I do.
I want that because, and the only reason why I'm saying it is because this is a strong. Hey,
It's a strong.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because you know.
I know I'm in the running
We're
state.
on
Right?
day one of about 25 days.
Exactly. I want that
Journey.
competition. I want to win it.
That's the legends
I've
of
seen the archives,
96.
what he's brought to the table, and he's not playing around.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why he suggested this.
Should
'cause he
see my
knows.
bag. It's full of
'Cause he's
beautiful
got-
shirts, mate.
He's basically classic football kits.
Yeah.
He's brought he's
So,
brought the whole
and of
bag.
course, if Classic Football Kits or any other brands would like to donate something
Yeah,
to
please
the
do.
cause, we will be happy to rep them on stream for you.
The
So please
legends
get
of-
in touch with me directly.
How have we
so I
not
can
sorted
have
that?
first
How have
That's
we
why
not-
this is
how
why
have we not sorted that?
This is another thing about the World Cup is I get excited about it. I know it's silly, but the fashion side of it as well.
Why is
Yeah,
it
of
silly?
course.
I really
Why is
love
it
looking
silly?
at the shirts.
Doyle isn't silly. It's not silly at all.
Beautiful.
I'm actually
Yeah.
a massive
Look at this.
fan. Weirdly enough, I love the France kit. I know
Yeah.
it's very plain,
Very- but the
I,
gold.
I really like it. It's just
think
like very
Slick.
suave,
Yeah.
slick. I
I
love
think
it.
the gold. I love gold on any
I like
kit.
I quite like
Germany
Germany
as
kit.
well.
Croatia.
Obviously, I like that.
Croatia is beautiful to me. I love Croatia's kits. I love them so much.
I'd like to see.
Belgians are nice this year as well. I really like Belgians.
Yeah.
I think Adidas changing their logo with the no letters
Made
I'd
it
like
better.
to see the
strong
Korea
move.
Kit.
I like
We've got
it.
a Korea
It's making the
kit,
kits look a
South
lot
Korea.
nicer.
I'd like to see what it looks like because they usually have quite cool designs. USA, I'm not loving. It's a little bit bland.
Looks like a training shirt to me.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
just not
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah, he does. He does.
I think England's training shirt looks exactly like that.
Oh, see,
Because I saw
Argentina,
Trent
I'd like
wearing
it
it,
if
and
the
it's got
stripes were
that.
everywhere. I'd like it if the arms were like the same.
I love Argentina. They keep it
Korea's
simple. They
quite
keep it
cool,
straight.
look at that.
Argentina's wonderful.
Korea
Argentina's
is
away
sick.
kit is very nice as well.
That Korea one.
Well,
actually
do you know what?
looks
I actually want to see Japan.
Japan.
I want to.
Japan.
They make beautiful football kits, and I'm sure they'll have
Takahiro.
one again this season.
Do you remember
Takahiro.
Nakamura, Celtic?
Yeah.
Set
Yeah,
piece taker.
should-
I love
should-
Nakamura.
He played for so long.
That's
by
my
the way, you know.
favorite Japanese. I know they had Honda.
Yeah, they had
and they
loads.
had a few
Yeah,
other
yeah,
models, but
Shinsuke, isn't it?
Nakamura, yeah. Nakamura's
Honda,
my favorite Japanese
Nakamura,
player.
yeah.
I
He
love
played for a
him.
long
Brilliant for
time.
Do you know why? Because on Football Manager, he had all the highest ratings for set pieces.
Actually, that's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
nice.
Love
That
them.
Japan one.
I had.
Oh yes, see Japan every
Yeah,
time.
nice
They-
blue.
They hit it every single
I like
time.
We have a super chat from Jeff who said, Thai cheer Canada. They dominate hockey and you look good in red.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, this
Canada?
Arsenal win. Well, cheer Canada. Well,
Oh, yeah,
good,
Canada.
good luck to Canada.
Is
really.
Alfonso Davies fit
Yeah,
for
he is.
Canada?
Yes, he is.
And also Jonathan David.
Jonathan David,
He's
yeah.
a striker for Canada, I think. Is he? I think he is.
See,
I
like
think
these
so.
American nations, North America.
Yeah.
I mean, Canada's not America, and I'm very aware.
Canada,
Canadians
don't sleep
will
with
hate
Canada.
me saying it. But the north of South America, yeah, they are getting better.
Mexico.
You've seen it. Alfonso Davies is one of the best left
Mexico.
Yeah,
backs.
they are. They are definitely improving.
Carlos Vela.
Carlos
Vela
Vela
was a
yeah.
baller.
What about ex-players?
I love Carlos
Vela,
Vela.
yeah, brilliant.
He scored some. He loved a good
MLS.
lob. A good lob.
Oh, he
Yeah,
loved
lob.
he loved the roll, lad. You know that
Yeah.
that roll to the side.
He was a very good player.
And who's the legend, the goalkeeper that they
He's
have?
part of Arsenal's famous Carling Cup team. that
Giovanni
Wenger used to put out.
Santos as well.
I didn't win
All the
Yeah.
young players used to
Played
come
for
out,
Tottenham.
Yeah.
show their stuff.
He's
Good
based Tottenham.
footballers, lad.
Who's that? I mean,
Giovanni Dos Santos.
oh yes,
Yes,
Giovanni Dos
the
Santos.
Santos
And he scored.
brothers.
Did you see the
Both of them
goal
both
he scored in the MLS?
Chikorito, yeah.
Yeah,
The Santos
I've
brothers.
actually got him on the back of my shirt.
Chikorito.
I've got him on the back of my Mexican shirt.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like Giovanni Dos Santos should have done a lot more. Where
should.
did he
He
end
should've
up?
done a lot
He went to the
playing?
MLS and
Yeah.
he bossed it there, lad.
So did Giovinco. Juventus striker.
Yes.
He went to the
There's
MLS.
another one that played for America, DeAndre Yedlin.
Yeah,
who
look.
signed for Tottenham.
Yes.
Yedlin,
He
yes,
played-
Didn't he go to
right.
Newcastle? Didn't he go to Newcastle?
Went to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yes. Freddie Adu was always hyped.
Freddie,
Oh, look at that,
yes.
that's cold.
Freddie Adu.
I like
That's
that.
brilliant.
Oh, look, see, I told you he's got the kit for everything.
Hey,
you
you're going to see a lot of kids from me
Chicorito.
this season, like, in this
Ecuador
World Cup,
resting
you know.
players now. Casado's coming off.
Casado's coming on.
Yeah.
Estrada is coming on.
Also, hey, this one as well. You
Let me
watching?
finish.
You watching? Yeah. This
What's
one
this?
is
Argentina.
beautiful.
Argentina.
Oi.
Look at
Wow.
that one.
Woo!
That is
Beautiful.
this is my favourite one. I'm not
Messi
gonna
on
lie.
the back?
This is my
Yes.
favourite. Look at that, lad. It's gorgeous.
Where are you getting
Love it.
these from?
So I'm a football freestyler, aren't I?
Yeah.
I was sponsored by
Adidas.
good old, yeah.
Good old
Have you noticed all of them are
Yeah.
Adidas? Yeah.
And he sent me them all, and I loved them. Honestly,
Brands are
they're
very
beautiful. They fit great. They're great. So if you want to do it again, hey, do it again.
Repping a
innit?
little bit of Adidas myself.
Send
Look at
them
this.
in. Love it.
You know what I'm saying? Repping a little bit
Oh, yeah.
myself as well. A little
Ooh,
bit
he's
of Adidas.
unbuttoning it.
Yeah, a little bit. I love this. I love a star.
It's
You
so
feel
funny.
like-
He was
I
like,
love a
I
star.
said, "Are you going to get it out?" He went, "No, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it to myself." And I was like, "Oh, look at me." Come on, babe.
Where's your England top?
I'm neutral today.
Do we all own England shirts?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Own an England
Was it
shirt.
Look at Me by Jerry Halliwell? You're very good at it.
Look
Yep.
at me. I actually watched Spice World.
Was that
Friday
good? I
night.
never saw that. Was that actually
It's
good?
like, well, I love it because it reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
But my partner would say it's the worst one he's ever watched in his life.
really?
So.
Where's your favourite Spice Girl tune? Because there's so many.
Oh, what's my favourite Spice Girl tune?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
If you
so
wanna
I mean,
hard.
be
there's-
my lover.
They all have different vibes. Like
get
I kind of like Say You'll Be There, but I like Spice Up Your Life, Mama. Like there's
Mama,
like there's so
To
many good
Become One,
ones.
Holla.
To Become One,
Holla.
Holla's a really underrated one.
It is
It
underrated.
is really underrated.
It is underrated.
Are you a big fan of Spice Girls, Matisse?
Of course he is.
Particularly.
And who was your favourite?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Sporty Spice, mate. Scouts.
Yeah, that was
Sporty.
very obvious.
The funny
Who was
thing
your
is,
favourite?
isn't that Melanie Chisholm?
Yeah.
She's got a fantastic. Her songs now are unbelievable.
I turn to
That's right.
You wanna
That's
spin
right.
the wheel and
I
do
really
get a
can't
song
sing, so
there.
hopefully
And-
it doesn't land on stage.
And that's and also that's who I am as well. That's who I am. She's
got some good
brilliant.
songs. Who was your favourite, Ty? Who was your favourite Spice Girl?
Gosh, it's got to be Mel B.
Mel B.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she's cool.
Who was your favourite Spice Girl, Matisse?
Cheryl Cole.
Well, Cheryl Cole. Girls Aloud.
I know. That's
You
why I
like-
said it.
you like
It's
Girls
too
Aloud?
annoying.
Who's your favourite Girls Aloud?
Nadine. Nadine.
Okay.
Is that
Her accent
your-
is-
and your
her accent
Favourite
is my
Spice Girl was
favourite accent.
Who's
Beyonce.
the one? Yeah. Rihanna, mate. Who's
Rihanna.
the one that sung that song? Sound of the Underground.
Yeah, that was
them?
them.
That was Girls Aloud.
Was that them?
No,
That was
I
Chris-
do like that. I do like
that was
that.
Crystal's
tune
number
that,
one.
I swear to you, they were good, Girls Aloud.
Who was your favourite song from them? Because they had loads of it. They had Call the Shots,
Yeah.
The
that's-
Promise. Amazing
I
songs.
actually don't think I had a favourite song from them. I actually just quite liked all of them. But Nadine was my favourite because Nadine has got the most banging accent ever. Just love it. Can't even understand her most of the time, but love it.
Is she a Geordie?
She's from Derry.
Oh, from
She's
Derry.
from Derry, Ireland, yeah.
She's from Derry, Derry.
She's got an amazing accent. I
Yeah,
love
Derry.
it. I wish I could speak like her.
Got a few mates from
Also
Derry.
looked fantastic as well.
And they're
to
all
be
called
fair.
Eamon.
Do you know what it's about this?
Every single one of them are called Eamon.
Do you know what it's about the second half? Do you ever watch? Because obviously we're used to watching top players, you know.
Fortunately, luckily, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully week in week out.
Yeah.
With this Qatar team, when they're in possession, do you ever just visualize what top players would do when
Yeah,
they?
Trent.
Yeah,
Of course.
and then they don't do it, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Bro, that's
that
what I'm
happens to
saying.
me. It's happened to me about 3 or 4 times in this
Yeah.
half. They've picked up the ball in good areas. I can see what
can
they're
see the pass, you
but
can
they're
see the
not.
ball.
Yeah, they're not able to
We're spoiled
execute
in the
it.
Premier League. I
Yeah,
can't tell you
we
how
are spoiled,
we
for
are.
sure.
That's what I said earlier. Like they're lacking the quality. That's exactly why I said it, right? Because there was a ball that I was watching that I watched Trent do every game
Yeah.
about 7 times a game, lad.
Yeah.
From right back to the left winger,
Yeah.
straight over the top, beautiful.
Yeah.
It just wasn't
They're
there
not
today,
able.
lad.
Yeah, they're not able to do it.
But
yeah.
that's the World Cup, lads. It
the
also
World
brings out some beautiful calamities as a result, lads. So it's wonderful.
Oh, some step overs.
Oh,
It's wonderful.
Go on.
a step over for nothing as well. There was no one
There was
there.
literally no one near him. He had time and space to do that step over, so he was confident and he went for it.
Oh,
Ball in.
that's him in the face. I think. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Heavy them ones. I've been knocked out from a football like that, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really hurts. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I know he was as well.
I kicked the footy, right? So I kicked. The kid was
Ooh.
right behind me, and I kicked it as hard as I could. It bounced off his knee, and as it bounced off his knee, it came up and hit me under the chin. And I literally don't remember. I don't remember it, lad. It just
You
knocked
got
me
knocked
out.
out?
Knocked me clean
I don't know
out.
how I didn't get knocked out. The thing is, the way the ball hit me is like my face became the ball. It was unbelievable.
It's just wrapped around your whole skull.
Yeah. My face felt like the ball. It was unbelievable.
I looked like I had my whole face was sagging on one side. It was
Oh
mad.
my gosh.
Ball in.
Can they get a,
Oh.
can they get a third? Only we're into the last minute of stoppage time. What have you guys made of this first game, Matisse?
Great first half. Really,
Yes,
really good
yes,
first half.
brilliant first half.
Explosive, wasn't it?
Yeah, explosive, drama, goals,
High intensity.
quality as well. Quality cross for Valencia. Great goals, great finishes. Second half's kind of been what I hoped it would be for Ecuador, because I did predict them to come out of this group, I think, in some sweepstake or some sort of prediction thing. And I predicted them to win the game, and I think they had to close it out. They don't concede many goals.
No.
When I check the stats, and I can see why, because they're just very mature second half. They knew what they needed to do, they did it, and that's fair play to them. So
I agree with that. Very mature second half is the right word.
And they didn't need to really exert themselves too much in that
nah,
second
and you don't
half.
want to get injuries. They've taken off Casado now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I hope Enna Valencia is fine.
Yeah, I also
wanna
think
see
they're
him
going to
again.
need him, aren't they?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because he actually kind of looked like he was making them.
Oh, he was on
making
fire.
them tick, making them.
Done, lucky
I
enough
need
to get
him
a
back,
hat-trick.
lad. They're my sweepstake team. I need them back.
Yeah.
Come on, Valencia,
that's
lad.
what
We do need
do.
him back.
Yeah.
And that
There
is
it is,
full
full
time. Full time in the very first game of the World Cup. Second half was a little bit more polite, shall we say.
Yes.
But we have got through that very first game. Ecuador 2-0 winners over Qatar in an opening one. What do you think is going to happen then for the rest of the group? Senegal and Netherlands tomorrow.
I have Ecuador to go through before this result, just because I thought they would get off to a good start, and they have. And Senegal not having Sadio Mane, I think that's going to be a big blow. So I do think Holland will win against Senegal, and then I think that's the way the group will kind of pan out. Senegal coming in third.
I think Senegal's last few games, didn't they win like with a Sadio Mane penalty and winning by 1 goal?
Yeah.
They're going to need somebody to step up.
But now Enna Valencia's out, maybe that.
Well, we don't know how long he's out
Yeah,
for.
we'll
He's
have to,
walking right now. He's walking.
He's walking,
Oh,
yeah.
he's, okay, well then
he's
hopefully,
walking,
yeah.
walking.
Because if he's missing, that could be 2 attackers missing.
that is an
two,
Argentina shirt.
2 of the best attackers
In the
missing on both sides for
Qatari
Senegal and Ecuador. Because second half they didn't look anything like what they started with.
I'm really excited to watch Netherlands. I feel like it's my second team in this cup. I really can't wait to watch them.
I mean, that is kicking off at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Right.
So
Can't
just
wait.
give me your predictions then. What do you think the score's going to be, and how do you see this Group A finishing?
Predictions for Senegal, I say Senegal 0, Holland 2. Same as this one, I guess. And I think Holland will top the group, Ecuador in second, Senegal third, and Qatar fourth.
What do you reckon?
Netherlands, Ecuador, Senegal, and Qatar. And I don't think that Senegal are a bad team. I think they're unbelievable. They play really nice football too sometimes. I just think that loss of Sadio Mane, not only from the quality of the player, but the leadership that he instills in that team,
Yeah.
it's going to be such a massive miss for them. It's huge. It really is huge. But yeah, I think Ecuador, from what they just showed us there, they
Yeah.
look quite solid.
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
they get a goal, they're not going to be easy to get one against. So
No, they defend very well.
if you're missing star strikers like Sadio Mane against that type of defence, whoop,
Yeah.
Clive, what do you reckon?
Well, I'd like to say Holland and
Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle.
obviously what they're saying about Sadio Mane. So at this present time, I'd have to go for Holland and Ecuador
yeah.
to go through. But I do hope Senegal can go through if they can get over the loss of Sadio
Yeah.
Mane.
I hope so
What about you, Abby?
No, I hope so too. I think it will probably be Holland and Ecuador. But I kind of think that second place is thinly
Up for
split
grabs.
Yes,
between
yes, yeah.
Ecuador and Senegal. And I'm leaning more towards Senegal. I
Right.
just think that they might have
Okay.
more about them.
I mean, if you
Defensively,
look
they're
at
quite
Senegal
solid.
and
Yeah.
look at Ecuador next to
Yeah.
each other, Senegal do have the better team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Ecuador have got the points on the board, haven't they?
Exactly.
And that's
They
all
do.
important.
They've got the points on the board. They're currently top of top Group A. And
Yeah.
as we said, tomorrow is, of course, the big one for anyone
England.
who is English
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
Iranian.
Yes, that's right, Abby. That's right.
Yes, it is England, who are the second game of the 2022 Qatar World Cup. I want your prediction before we sign off.
I'm going to go England 2-0 winners as well. I like 2-0. I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, you're just going 2-0 the whole way through. I would also just want to say quickly on this game that considering how the first half was going, Qatar did very well to only keep this at a 2-0
That's
scoreline.
true.
Yeah.
I think that there has to be a little bit of credit for them on that.
They're going to be better next game.
Definitely. What's your England prediction for tomorrow?
1-0 to England.
Goal scorer.
Harry Kane.
Goal scorer?
Kane and Saka.
Ty?
Well, England 2-0. No disrespect to Iran. Hopefully, Bukayo and Ben White.
Have you all gone for the
Benny
same
Blanco,
scoreline?
mate.
all
Yeah,
gone
because
2-0?
I do think Iran.
Because
I do think Iran will stand up.
it's going to be
They won't-
difficult.
they
I
won't
think
allow them
it'll be a
to
difficult
just-
game, but
Yeah,
I think
it
England
will.
in the end,
Yeah.
England's quality in the end will.
But Iran
shine
do have
through,
a
but it
very
will be
good
difficult.
striker.
Is it Taremi?
Taremi
of Porto.
Of Porto, yes.
And he is a good striker.
He does get a lot of
good
goals.
striker.
So you know it's
it's
not going to
in
be
the
easy. It's not going to be
Scored a lot
easy.
of goals.
Can't underestimate Iran.
I absolutely agree. I think this might be tighter than people think. I might go with a 2-1
Taremi might score.
England.
That's why I
Taremi's good.
He might score,
honestly.
yeah.
I'm going to go with a 2-1 England. I think it'll be narrow and late, and I think it'll be a pen that kills it.
I do see a Kane penalty. I really do.
I wonder why-
When he does that thing where he flicks his hair back dead quick and then he just goes,
Yeah.
Abby, I wonder why you said penalty, because you know he's going to take them, don't you?
he's brilliant at the lad, he is.
He's
brilliant.
amazing.
You know he's going to win them as well.
Unfortunately, he is. Unfortunately, he is.
Yep. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to us
thank you very
for
much,
the very
everyone, for the
first
comments.
World Cup game
Brilliant.
of 2022. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure that you click the link, scan the barcode. Don't forget to get your picks in for tomorrow's England game versus Iran and play the DR Sports prediction battle. Thank you to Matisse. Thank you to Doyle. Thank you to Ty.
Thank you, and
for
thank you to
joining.
you, Abby.
Thank you very much. And I'll be
to
back
your
with
sports
you on
environment.
Tuesday. I believe you'll be seeing Matisse tomorrow.
Maybe.
I think maybe me as well. Maybe.
Lucky all of you. So make sure you keep it locked in, keep it right here on DR Sports for all of your World Cup coverage. Have a great evening.
Peace.
Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle. Get your predictions in for the games such as England versus Iran, Senegal versus Netherlands and the USA versus Wales. I reckon you'll see wins for England, Netherlands and Wales. But what do you think? Sign up and play by clicking the link.